druid like peaceful nature leaves Syl and
I don't
eyes turn blood red.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've like slowly been changing into like instead of like peace and love druid, like all things are nature and death is nature, and so I am a force of nature and I bring death druid.
I like that shit, dude. That's like Katie's new character she's playing is very much like balance to life, and she sees death as like not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I could see you going that way with a druid, you know? It's like
Oh, I think I
every
fixed it.
forest needs to be like pruned from time to time, you know? And every like when left to its own devices, nature can get out of control, you know? Sometimes you have to help shape it and
Yeah,
sometimes you
exactly.
gotta
Like
pull it
cutting
back.
back a forest, an old growth forest, to like keep everything growing healthy and happy, so it's
Right.
not just like strangling itself.
Oh, this is corruption. This is a corruption to nature, and so it's got to go. You know?
Also, I just had to kill so many things, and then
I was
Manu
gonna say
died,
he
and
didn't have
then
a lot of options with the group you were in to be super
Mm-mm.
peaceful.
no,
No. In hindsight, I kind of wish I would have gone with a lot less combat heavy character because I feel like this group would have been fun, like to do like trying to weasel out of your situations more often. You know what I mean? And like talk your way out of stuff.
Hey, there's growth allowed for a character, you know. You could have an arc.
And I haven't even rolled out multi-classing too. I
You could
may end up
bait.
taking like fucking cleric or something at some point and like trying to be
Whoa,
more.
yeah, what would be a good progression for Edu? Like
I
I
don't know.
feel like a monk would be also really
Even though
I've got
Edu
my
can
like,
fight, you still like roleplay a ton and do like roleplay him really well and stuff. Like,
and I like that a lot. But like, regardless, most of our interactions that could end in combat end in combat. You know what I mean? And I feel like if we had gone with a few less, like if I hadn't gone quite so heavy combat build and like had some more options, maybe they wouldn't all end in combat, you know?
I think there's a good mix. Like, we talk our way out of a lot of things and somehow have got out of a lot of things without too much harm going on.
You know what I mean? And I
And
feel
Yeah.
like if
then
we had gone
a
with
lot
a
of
few
fights
less,
too.
like if I hadn't gone quite so heavy
Maybe it'll be different. That also was when we had like 7 and 5 and like 6 people in our group.
yeah.
And now there's like 4.
Yep.
I'd imagine Toe and Gillum are just like off, just like drinking in a new town at this point.
I like to think that one day in Sigil we'll run into Gillum in a bar.
You'd be like, "How did you get in here?" And you're like, "Dude, you've got no fucking idea what I've been through."
Yeah.
We
Or
don't
even
have
Toe.
a.
I don't even remember where we left Toe.
I think it was right before we got to the what was that town? Somber? What did it? What was it called?
On the
town we
Unicorn
just-
Trail?
Yeah, yeah.
Somber,
Somber. Okay, I was right. Hell yeah. Points to me.
I think. Hold on, let me pull up.
I'm pretty sure it was somber.
Is that an application on your computer or is it like a?
Yeah, and I have it. Hold on, wait. I have it hooked up to Discord. I've been using it. It's been really fun.
Do we like need a new captain?
For
No,
what?
Edu's the captain.
Edu's the
boat
captain.
Shit.
Oh yeah, where the fuck is our
I'd be
boat?
betting on Edu too much as a boat captain.
I wouldn't either, yeah. I could captain the ship, no problem. At
I
least
mean,
I could drive it. Sail it?
For too long, like Waffles, don't you have that tree travel spell?
hey, if you don't think I've been asking about trees that are thick enough for us to walk through everywhere we go, and I didn't touch a tree at the beginning town of this whole forest and have that spell, then you're crazy.
Yeah. See, yeah.
That one's pretty dope.
Waffles still needs to be our like transportation method moving forward. Like just knowing all the fucking trees. You know, we just need to like get like some oaks acorns and like plant them where we go and like magically grow them.
I was trying to figure out how to get a ship big enough to grow a tree on it that we could walk through.
Well, that was my thought. Yeah,
like One Piece style, like a big ass tree in the center.
Yeah, like if we could cut the mast down and grow a tree for a mast.
Yeah,
we could,
yeah.
like, walk out of, that'd be fucking sick.
That's the plan
that
because
would be so epic. Are you kidding me?
because of the way the tree scrolls work, that's the way the tree spell's gonna work. And that's gonna be
fucking
awesome.
dope. That's amazing. Do I have... I never chose my, like, new spell that I got for 5th level.
Oh yeah.
I got another invocation and 5th level spell.
Brad, my one shot character is gonna be a paladin, by the way.
Fuck yeah.
I think you already said that.
I've literally like never played or been in a party with a paladin before. I'm excited to check it out.
Should be interesting. Dwarf paladin.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be fun.
My name is Perinthius.
Oh, wait, I did pick it.
I was excited to do the one shot today, actually.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
but then yeah, this is fine as well.
Well, if we end up going a few weeks where Alex is DMing every week, then let's just jump in on a spare day sometime,
Yeah.
you know, and do a one shot for funsies. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fun. I really want like everybody to get a one shot ready though, because I think it'd be a lot of fun to like roll for DM for the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd have
That'd be
to
fun.
I'd have to take a couple hours out of one of my days and look up a one
Yeah,
shot.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Like DMing is definitely more of a time sink off game.
You just have to know like the context or the plot of like where you're trying to go with it, really.
Yeah, like once you get to the point where Alex is, where he's done it so many times, like he doesn't need to do near as much. Like he's got enough lore in his head and enough of an idea of how to run the game that he can just sit down and bullshit his way through one, you know? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like probably like 4 or 5 hours of like researching between sessions to DM. But like a lot of the one shots are so like laid out for you. If you actually do a one shot,
Yeah, it's like a
one
2 to
shot.
3 hour one shot, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like you could literally follow it like down the page and it'll kind of be like, well, if your party wants to engage, you can do this. If your party doesn't want to engage, you can give them this option.
Right.
And it kind of
Yeah.
sets it up in a very easy like read along fashion. All
You
you have to do
also,
is
like-
find one that you like.
it's a lot easier to bullshit your way through on a one shot because there's no consequences the next round. You know, like the next time you come back and say, you know, who cares if you get the god's name wrong the whole fucking time? Like, being like,
Yeah.
you can basically just make it up because there's no follow up to it.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna get a beer. I'll be right back.
Oh, Brad, did you see that fucking shark float?
I did. It was great.
We went to like Goodwill on Saturday and found it. And I was like, are you kidding? I should have said this was also at that place.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's Zach's.
Where did Waffles go?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dropped out for a sec.
Waffles said they were really tired of your shit. Bounced.
That makes sense.
No, Devin's. Not your shit. It's Devin. Of course it's Devin. Yeah.
Good
Like,
save.
I know, right? Everyone. I know. At least you agree with me. God.
That's funny. Yeah, that fucking god. If I ever paid to get a commission painted of a group, it would have been that commission of them just like standing in the party with like Paul and Shift and Tora all dressed up. Oh my
You're
God.
in a fucking full like kid shark outfit, and there's Alex with his like shark hunt t-shirt, shark hunt ball cap, and like shark hunt koozie with his whistle.
His whistle hanging out of his mouth, yeah, and then Tora's just standing next to us, not having any of it.
In her fucking monk robe with her like whip and fucking pickaxe on the side, just like god damn it. You looking like their kid.
Yup.
And then Chad would be in the background with no arm.
Yup. All that up. Quit your shit, Chad.
Fuck you, Chad. We took him through an area in the campaign I'm running with them, where they basically found a town that was doing Shark Week, but it was called the Shark Hunt, and everyone like these dudes like go out and like try to like harpoon sharks and like bring them in and shit for the town, which is like this rich wine country town, and they had a fucking blast. Alex's whole move is getting as much fucking merch as possible from every vendor, like whistles, koozies, hats, and then he'd take off all his fucking gear and he'd just put that shit on, and it was hilarious. He's got another one from a plum grove forest that they like went to. He found all this like, I'm a plum, you're a plum like hat.
Interesting.
It was great.
Do 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 do. Where we at right now? Oh yeah, we got Galen. We gotta figure out what Galen's up to.
Who's Galen?
The Manticore.
The ex-Manticore.
The ex-Manticore. We defeated one, and then he transformed into Galen, and we brought him back to Sigil.
Oh,
and then that's when we ended.
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, what is our recap for? Is anyone taking notes anymore?
Uh-huh. Last session.
You are?
was-
Word.
I don't know. I think everybody
Brad
kind of.
was. I didn't really help.
I think I did like one of the weeks, like a couple weeks ago, and then Brad did one, then
There's
we both
20
did
pages
it.
of notes. That's wild.
Yeah. Let's go to day one.
After getting rid of the shit.
Found a body on the beach. Sildar and Barry blue jeans.
Oh yeah.
Nasaya!
Let's see. All said investigate across the river. Oh, I wasn't in this fight. That's why. I was chilling. I was researching the unicorn's run. And I got a decent amount of information on it.
Shit, what did I fuck?
It's in the Forgotten Realms. Dude, the Forgotten Realms are wild.
Forgotten Realms. Can I? How can that start back up? It's not even.
It's so interesting because sometimes you'll be looking up a random place on like a map in D&D and like there's so much lore on that area, and then you like look up another area that takes up like a big portion of the map and it's just like super empty, and it's like, ah, fill it in yourself, buddy. Make this up.
Yeah.
We gave you a big land of nothing to work with. Okay.
I feel like that depends on how like mystical and magical that part of the land is, right? Like how big the city is, how many people go there.
Well, for example, I guess right now, speaking on it, it's the Unicorn's Run. Like there's really sparse amount of lore for the Unicorn's Run.
Yeah, but that's almost meta, right? Because it's such a mystical, magical, fey place.
Yeah, but like sometimes they have like how it got formed or like stuff that happened there. But I mean, this is a big fucking chunk of the Sword Coast. You know, you think you get more than like a couple paragraphs on it.
Nah, everything pretty much just says that it's a mystical, magical place, and the people that live there think like the birth of everything comes from there.
Yeah. I think the thing I found out about was the... What did I find? I found the location of where we're going, where we need to go, which is the Temple of Saloon in the Star Mountains. And then I think I found out a little bit of info on the Elder Elves who travel around there. And there's something else too. Back to my notes.
You're just researching that whole time. You're gonna go, it's so prepared.
Yeah, well that was the goal for us, and like that's why I stayed behind.
Nice.
So I could like find some information.
So, alright. Me and you
Didn't
will
we talk
probably
to
have
Alex
to...
in the last like half hour?
Yeah, he texted me 5 minutes ago and said, "Hold up a minute, sorry." So he's getting some shit together, but he'll be here.
Sick.
Let's play that draw game in the meantime.
I shouldn't have started streaming.
Are you streaming now? Turn it off!
I've been streaming for like 10 minutes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
You need a stream will be started in X amount of time countdown.
I just changed the title to starting soon. I don't even know why.
Nice.
Let's play that Discord draw game. We have an even amount of people. We'll have 2 teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
do
know
it.
what you're talking about, but yeah.
Devin, the Pictionary thing.
I know what you're talking about. You want me
I
to
don't
start
even
it?
think I ever played it.
Oh, Sketchheads. Oh, I have to boost the server.
Yeah.
Don't I have? I thought
Hello?
I had. Oh, perfect timing. Wop, 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 wop.
It's the DM!
But why?
Hey.
See what I did there? Don't worry about it, it's cool.
Hey, yeah.
Wow. Well, let's see how this goes.
What?
The optimism there was just palpable. Oh jeez, what's this one? Nope, stop.
If we ever make it into a dance club, you've got perfect.
Oh my god, dude, you have no idea what I've
Go
got
for
for that. I've got so many options.
Okay. Can you change
Oh,
your?
fuck, I got an otherworldly patron. That's right. What's up? Hello?
Oh, nothing.
What?
Can you change your picture for different discords?
Nope.
You just still now. What are the free ones? The
I
preview.
got an otherworldly patron, but I don't know.
I have boosts. Oh, it's because I'm already boosting the other server.
That's how they get you. Let's just take over the other server.
Wow, I already did. No.
Or just make a D&D channel and do voice stuff there. Keep all of our tech stuff here.
Well, anyone
Tech
want to run
stuff?
us
What?
down on what happened last session, or?
Well,
For sure.
we killed a manticore.
We
We
changed
vanquished.
the shape of a manticore. Yeah.
Yeah.
We reverted a manticore back into this Fey dude, right?
Mm-hmm. Arendelle was at Sigil the whole time
Yeah, I did research on the Unicorn's Run.
in the doorstop inn.
I was at the library.
And I think we had made it up into like the higher parts of Unicorn Run. We stopped the manticore, it reverted back into Galen. And then we brought Galen back into the bar in Sigil to rest and touch base with Arendelle, right?
Yeah, and Ito, didn't you find out the last name of the man who had trained you for your life and learn that the family was from...
Neverwinter, I think, yeah.
That's the one, maybe. Yeah, Neverwinter. Also found a book
Did
on
I've got
time
that?
fluctuations between the material and the Fey realms. I don't remember that part. Yeah, okay, so I stayed behind,
Yeah.
Arendelle stayed behind and did some studying in the library, trying to find some more information on the Unicorn's Run.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And then you guys all took on a manticore, and it transformed to an elf named Galen. The others took back Galen. Okay, so Galen came back to Sigil to rest, and did we all go down for a rest that night?
I think so.
I think it ended with a long rest, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because we had all just gotten back to the bar.
Okay. Alex, this doesn't matter to you, but just so you know, I'm picking piercing damage to be resistant to this morning.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, if we're gonna go ahead and wake up and start in Sigil.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll out of bed and start heading downstairs looking for Durham.
Was this the change guy that you released in Sigil, or did you actually fight a manticore?
We
We
actually
actually fought a manticore.
We fought
We
two
fought that-
manticore.
We fought two manticore. One of them turned back into like some kind of Fey guy
And the other one
who
flew
was real
away.
confused, and the other one flew away. And we took the confused guy back to rest in Sigil.
What do I get for taking a week off?
not a lot happened really.
It was a very,
So-
very low key.
Sesh last
How
round,
far
yeah.
did you guys get up the Unicorn's Run?
I don't know that we ever like pointed it out on a map, but I think Alex said
went-
that we were getting into the foothills of the Star Mountain, like getting close to the Star Mountains.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we need to go to... Oh yeah, and the one thing I did find out was that the location of the place we're trying to go to is the Temple of Saloon in the
Mm-hmm.
Star Mountains.
We already knew that. That's what the
Oh, did
dragon
we?
told us. Yeah, that's what the dragon told us.
Well, I don't know that we knew I don't know.
didn't know
Maybe we
where it
found out a little
was,
bit more
though.
closely where it was.
Did you know it was in the Star Mountains or just Unicorn's Run?
I don't know.
Just my
To be honest with
character. Maybe it was just my character because like the druid knowledge of this place, but we definitely have heard like the Temple of Saloon before now.
Got it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you guys get up in the morning.
I'm gonna head down. I'm gonna look for Durham. And as I'm walking up to the bar, kind of searching for Durham, I'm looking out for Galen as well. You know, we gave him the spare room. I think we gave him maybe Gillam's old room or something. Or Gillam never had a room, did he?
He did,
But
but,
He
anyway.
did. Yeah.
but there was like 10 or
Maybe.
11 rooms, so
Yeah.
except
Anyway,
one's a
yeah.
prison.
So I'm kind of looking, and I think the other one, didn't we do like a prison and something else too? Maybe not.
Oh,
Like a
for
treasure
one
room
dude,
or
for
something?
God, who was that person that we fought way back at the beginning?
I want to say Mario LaRosa.
Mario LaRosa. Yeah, I don't know if he's still in there or not. I thought we handed him off to someone.
No,
I think we handed him off. Yeah, he's long dead if we left him in that room.
we
at
gave
this
him back to
point.
the dragon and the elves and stuff to probably hang or something.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking around for Galen and heading up towards the bar. Is anybody else awake at the same time? Is anybody coming down
Yeah,
with
I'll
me?
be down there pretty early in the morning, just studying some of the shit that I've been like looking at. What you'll see when you come down is I'll be at the bar, just kind of looking over some information on the Unicorn's Run. Ah, Master Edu, welcome. Good morning.
Morning, Arendelle. Did you have you found anything, any information that might be beneficial for us moving forward?
Well, I found what plants not to eat, that's for sure. But yes, I found quite a bit of information on like the terrain and the type of species we might run into. I wish I could have
We,
informed you about those possible manticore encounters that
Yes.
you discovered yesterday.
We
but
found a little bit
that's
of
why I'm
information on
here.
the local fauna ourselves while we were out. Yes. Have you seen our friend, the man we brought back with us last night? Have you seen him yet?
I don't believe anyone has come down from the stairs besides you this morning. It is rather early anyway. I believe he's still sleeping.
Very good. Well, have you had anything to eat?
Not yet. No.
Durham, how about some food and drink?
Of course, yeah. No, you've always got food and drink in the morning.
I'll snag like a biscuit and a coffee, and I'll just start like munching on that while I'm reading.
Mhm.
Say, Edu, I've been quite curious. Since our trip to the library, I was curious on your studies. You were, and I don't believe I've asked about it. You were looking for information on you. You told me the man who's trained you, correct?
Who did train me? He's
Oh, is
gone
he?
now.
Gone as in on vacation.
There was a time, about 6 months back. You know, from the time I was a child, my mentor raised me and taught me the ways of battle. We worked as mercenaries for years, traveling about. And about 6 months ago, I had gone away from camp to collect some firewood, and when I returned, I found his body lying beside the road. He'd been struck down, and his legendary weapon and shield had been taken from him. Since that time, I've been trying to find more information on who he was. I never really knew him by anything other than the mentor, as well as any information that I can find on the weapons. My aim is to track down those weapons and find who took them and bring some vengeance for my mentor.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Master Edu. That losing a mentor, someone who had taught you since you were a child, would be a tough one. I'll
He always
have
said
my
his
hand
dream
on
was to
either.
die by the sword, but it doesn't make it any easier.
I agree, and I know your pain, young one. You know, hey, what? Maybe I could be of service to you. I am quite the proficient study, and I mean, if you're coming to identify certain things as artifacts, as weapons and shields, you say they are of some high value, something special about them, I?
He'd often say that they had names, but would never speak them. I do know that his shield seemed to move on its own. They were weapons they were heroes' weapons. Clearly, he had earned them in his previous life somehow, but I never knew the story or heard him speak of it. I just recently, I mean, just here in the library, I've found out what his last name is and where he hails from. But that's the most I've known in the man of in my 18 years of knowing him.
Oh, and if you don't mind, what what was this hero's name?
I don't know that you actually gave it to me, Alex. I don't know that we actually said. You said last time that I'd found his last name in the books, but I don't know that we actually came up with one.
Well, I assumed that you'd had already known his last name, and so like,
Gotcha.
you just find where that last name leads you.
He came from the House Tellurian.
Tellurian? From
It's
Neverwinter?
exactly from Neverwinter. You've heard of them.
How could you not? There are not many items as such on this plane that I've seen, and I've heard of the glory, but honestly, I've always thought it to be more rumors than actual fact. But you speak true of him, it seems.
I I knew the man. I knew him perhaps better than most, or any towards the end of his life. But I know that he was hiding from something, running. We were constantly on the move. I don't know what drove him from Neverwinter, or caused him to live this life of a nomad and in hiding and not saying his name to anyone. But I fear that may be what has caught up with him. And I thought that that man would never be struck down with that shield and sword in his hand, but clearly I was wrong.
Well, I will tell you this, and it might be comforting, it might not be, but there aren't many weapons that carry such power like that around. It takes incredible amounts of power to imbue an ordinary weapon as a sword and a shield. That being said, there won't be many people who could do that. It should narrow your list of where to search for. But
I hope that because it's such a rarity that in time we'll hear word of it from someone in our travels, the sword and shield themselves, and perhaps get a lead somehow on tracking down the mentalist killers.
well, a piece of advice from me would be to be careful of who you ask for information on something so powerful. It's from personal experience, I can tell you it might land you in quite a bind.
I understand, Aaron Dillon. I thank you. I thank you for your advice. I fear, though, without speaking on it, that I'll never find the truth of who killed him.
Aye, that's for the studies. That's where the books and the research and the fun really begins, Master Yidu. I'll tell you what, I will use my knowledge and my dedication to the art of studying to help you find something of closure, hopefully.
Perhaps when we're done here in the Unicorn Run, a trip towards Neverwinter is in order.
Aye. I would be happy to accompany you, Master Edu.
Interesting.
Alright, so at this point, people would be coming down. You
Hey,
see the guy
hey, what's up,
Awesome.
y'all? Sorry.
stumbles down. Still looking pretty drained, but alive and walking.
I'm gonna nudge you, dude. That's the same gentleman, right? As I clock him come down the stairs from yesterday.
Galen, how did you rest, my friend?
Okay.
I tell you what, sit down, have a drink and some breakfast with us, and let's talk a moment.
He obliges.
What do you remember from before we found you last night?
I remember being weak. Something screeching from the forest. The last memory I have is I went to go see what it was.
Screeching, you say?
Yes, like something had been killed. I am hungry, so I was hoping I might be able to steal the kill from whatever did it.
In his current garb that he's got on, does it look like he's kind of lowly, kind of surviving, or is it?
Yeah, he's a woods guy.
He's a woods guy. Ah,
So
okay.
he's like a forest guy. All right. What about the creature you were with? Obviously, I assume that was a transformed person as well. Do you know who that might have been?
Sorry, say that again.
There was two of you. There's two of them.
No. I was unaware.
Hmm.
You can see this man's eyes, like, he's definitely kind of got that same fire look to it that the first guy that was tied up to the pillar had.
Oh, at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Very similar eyes.
What was that festival called?
The Midsummer's
The
Festival.
Midsummer.
They were gonna burn a skinwalker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Edu taught us what to do with skinwalkers.
Oi, Master Galen.
I mean, if they're killers, Go ahead.
We haven't been introduced. My name is Arendelle. These are my compatriots. Quick question for you. Have you ever woken up in a strange place unsure of how you've got there? Not from a night of fun and drinking, but rather the horrors of nightmare.
Yes. This
I see.
this curse with haunts.
Aye, so you're a skinwalker too then.
What?
Are there more of your kind?
I'm sure. I don't come across them very often.
Can I gauge an age on this guy?
Yeah, he's probably like in his 50s.
Galen, does it seem like there might be more of you than there has been in recent years?
Cannot say. I do not get around much.
Do you have any?
Fair enough.
Do you have children?
I did it at one point, yes.
At what? So they're gone? They've passed?
I do not know what has happened to them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I felt it was better that stay away for their safety.
When did you? Were you always a skinwalker?
No, I hunted the wrong animal here in High Forest.
You what? You
I
what?
hunted the wrong animal.
Oh.
What do you mean
You
by
think
wrong
that-
animal?
There was a deer. I saw it been injured, very big, just on the outskirts, to the west. And I took it upon myself to finish it. But apparently it was not my guilty pick.
Oh no. Then what happened?
I do not remember what I was. I walk in with bandits, I assume, sitting around me, dead.
Was you alive?
I was alive, yes.
Were you wounded?
No.
Guys, maybe we should tie this guy up or something, just to be safe. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable.
The food will do enough. I am no harm to you if I am strong mentally.
I don't know if we
I-
can trust this guy.
So it's only out of desperation that you change. Out of
Drive us to hunt in this forsaken forest. And when we
I'm
get
gonna roll an
to
insight check on him, even though I'm kind of believing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 15 plus a 3, so 18.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Why desperation will make you do crazy things in this world that might really shock and awe certain people, but in the moment, in the fiery, passionate moment that you have to make that decision, it might seem of the utmost reasonable. I do understand you, Galen.
It's not me, it is Malar.
Did you say it was Malar?
I believe that's his name.
Malar? Who is this Malar?
Hold
You know, dude.
Yeah, it is Malar. The Beast Lord. As soon as he says that, Still would definitely recognize. That's the Beast Lord, the god of bestial savagery, like lycanthropes.
Oh,
the deity
word.
of the hunt. The deity of like animal cruelty. You know, like cruelty in nature.
Is this,
Definitely a big part of this forest, and just of the Feywild itself, sort of thing.
Still, you look like you know that name.
I think it does ring a bell. Hold on. And I'm gonna think about it real quick while I read about it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Galen,
this-
do you think that your previous curse has anything to do with your shifting into the Manticore? This screaming in the forest that you follow.
It was a call from the god. I don't think I had much of a choice.
Do you think
you
it was
think that this-
yourself screaming?
Say that again?
Do you think it was yourself screaming?
I cannot say. All I know is that you do not have a friend in this god.
Galen, I wonder if perhaps you'd want to travel with us for the day.
prefer to rest.
Prefer to rest. I'm gonna look at Lyle and Syl and Arendelle and see how they feel about that.
I mean, we could lock him in one of the rooms.
I have a particular room in mind if we're going to be leaving servant of this savage god in our bar for the day.
Look, Galen, here's the thing. See, you had been captured by my friends after we found you at our skinwalker. And they have politely asked you to come with them. And they've gave you nourishment and they've give you a roof and bedding. And you've declined to want to rest. Now, the rest you might receive for the rest of the day while we go about our travels might not be the most relaxing. So I suggest you might rethink your answer towards Master Idu here.
Whatever you'd like. It's just know the risks.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware of the risks here. I think my friends are the ones that are not.
I personally feel that I'm very aware of the risks. I am worried about the risks of leaving this man somewhere.
I mean, this is Sigil, and I will say, like, if an individual causes too much ruckus here, I mean, we've been outside, we've seen the all types
Yeah,
of
let him
crazy,
loose.
True.
wild shit out there. Order will be restored in one way or another.
Yeah, we
I
don't even
agree.
need to lock him
I
in a
tell you what.
room. Sigil's its own prison.
Galen, why don't you take a nap here and let us leave you with this? It would be unwise to upset the Lady of Pain.
Not me you have to worry about, friend.
It's Malar.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps a message for your god, then.
Malar? Who's Malar?
Malar. Right?
Malar? Syl?
Oh, both.
It's either or.
Yep.
What? He's a god.
Right, exactly
That's-
what
that's-
type of god are you talking about, Sil?
He's an evil god. An evil god of lycanthropes.
It's like a
Which would
monkey, right?
What? I don't know. He has different forms.
Of the lycanthropes, the night walkers. Of course they would be here of. Wow. I've only read about them in little X scripts, heard of them as just night terrors. Often told the children to keep them from sneaking out late at night. But you're telling me they are here in this forest? Kind of look towards Galen, that question.
Oh,
He's just asking about like lycanthropes being like prison in the forest.
I don't know. Like I said, I spend a lot of time alone. Do not take me for an expert on this forest. I just survive here.
Sounds like you messed with the wrong god.
Yes.
Did you see it?
Like I said, I woke up later.
Wait, when did you first have episodes?
That was the first episode.
That was the first.
I see.
Well,
All right, well,
we're gonna be on our way. Good luck to you then.
I tell you what, feel free to go for a stroll. Don't worry about a password or anything. There's the door's unlocked.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, no worries. Take a biscuit with you.
I'm not I'm not, I'm not leaving. I don't know.
Oh.
I
There's
feel
plenty.
bad sitting here.
Durham,
We'll be back later tonight.
make
Yeah.
sure this man is fed and hydrated.
Yeah.
You got it, man.
And, kill him if you have to.
With that, I'm gonna kind of nod and give the finger guns to Galen, and I'm gonna start going to the door.
I'm gonna go to the stables. Wait, how dense is the forest? Can we... I can't remember. We can't ride our mounts anymore,
Yeah,
right?
have we gotten to the point that we can't ride the mounts anymore?
Yeah, it's pretty thick. I'd say the lizard still works.
Oh ho ho!
Ooh, Sil. Lucky you.
Do lizards have pouches?
No, you're thinking kangaroo.
I'm sure we could slap a
No,
saddle on a lizard.
Lizards don't have pouches, no.
Isn't there? Hold up.
I'm gonna fucking take some leather working and make a little side saddle for this dude.
As I come out of the door of the bar back into the forest, anything of note that I'm seeing, or is it pretty much just how we left it?
Yeah, it's starting to look like, sunrise. It was kind of dark when you got here. But at this point, the river's flowing a little faster than normal. There's a lot of vegetation.
Oh, this forest is quite beautiful. And I'm gonna walk over and kind of like take some water and kind of splash it on my face, kind of like wake up for the day.
Mm-hmm.
The water is clean, it's fresh, it's some of the most beautiful I've ever seen. Wow. Take a drink of it, see how it tastes.
I would be careful drinking or eating anything in this forest, Arendelle. After the plant we fought 2 days ago, I worry about the food and drink that comes from this place.
There have been rumors that the unicorn's run is the source of life itself on this plane we exist on. I can't
That is what
imagine-
we're after all, isn't it?
Does it look
Find
like
the
the
source of
river?
life and bring it back to the Storm King.
Oh, you've got a point there.
As you
Don't
take
we-
a drink, you feel it kind of like the water's almost like sparkly in your mouth. And all of a sudden you start to your vision feels a little bit more, I don't know, like ethereal. It's almost like the flowers bloom a little bit more, and you can start to you were noticing plants and stuff that you hadn't seen in this area before. And then as you kind of lift your head up, right on the other side of the bank, you can see this kind of almost like blue glowing hair, like a bunny.
I'm gonna fill my canteen with the water, and then I'm gonna kind of get low. Shush.
Ordinary water.
It
You'll
almost
see that.
It almost looks like moonlight, shimmering off of its fur.
I'm gonna kind of try to walk. It's across the river. How deep is this river? Is it more like a creek or is it like a river?
I'd say it's probably about 30 feet across at this point, and it is pretty deep. I mean, it's flowing pretty quickly.
Iru, Sil, Lyle, do you see that? I'm gonna point the direction of where I see this.
We don't see anything, do we?
You do not see it.
Not even with the. It's just because he has the water.
Roll a perception check.
All right.
Oh shit! I was not expecting it this fast.
Hey, all right. Not bad. 21.
Okay.
That is not a 20-sided dice. It's a 12-sided dice. God damn it. There it is.
Unnatural 20.
I got perception. 14.
Okay, so Sil and Edu, right where Arundel is pointing, you can kind of see a bluish, almost like a moonlight aura. As the hare jumps back into the brush behind, as it kind of spots you all looking at it.
What the hell was that?
The moonlight aura fades, and there is a kind of a shimmer left in the dirt where it was.
The magic of the unicorn's run, I'll tell you. And I'm gonna take another sip of my water that I filled up in my canteen.
Okay. Yeah, I just want you guys imagine this is kind of like the fucking the redwood
Spirit world.
forest on steroids with all sorts of weird large flowers and
Yeah, it's like Avatar out here.
Yeah, crazy, exactly like Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
The spirit world.
So we need to follow the river up the mountain, correct?
Yes,
I think we're
indeed.
heading, following the river farther up into the Star Mountains.
Well then, let's follow the river. And I'm gonna
Off we go.
look at everyone and cast water walk on all of us.
Nice.
Oh shit.
So water walk on a river is a little tricky. It's almost like walking up a down escalator.
We did it last session.
We did do it last session.
Yeah.
We went across in the water. Maybe if it wasn't
up it, or did we go
just across?
We went across.
We just went across and across.
Across works. I'm just saying it's like it just takes you down a little bit,
Yeah.
Slows our
it's like
pace a little bit.
It's like you're on a treadmill all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I just thought it'd be safer.
It might be. I'm gonna walk out onto the water and kind of jog up a few yards and see is it doable? Is it?
Yeah, you're just going at half speed.
I'm gonna stand to the side and just walk along the path.
Yeah, can we walk along the edge of the water?
Mm-hmm.
Like on the land? Then maybe
Yeah,
just do
it'd
that.
be easier for you to walk. There's going to be points where the riverbank gets a little weird, and it's just easier to get on the river and actually just walk past places,
Yeah, I think
So
it'll definitely help.
maybe you do it
movement.
like that.
Yeah.
Instead of walking up it like
I
a
think
road.
it's a good idea, yeah, for sure.
Where it's easy, I'm gonna walk on land. Where it's not, I'm gonna use the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way, I guess, north and
walking fast, faces past.
Yeah, a couple hours pass as y'all make your way up the river. The sun never really seems to get past this twilight sunrise point, though. Even though you can see the sun up in the sky, it's like the aura is still kind of this twilight.
That's neat.
In the forest.
Shit. I fucking love that shit.
Still, this place gives me the fucking creep.
Sil, you have such a way with words.
It's like always golden hour, man. It's beautiful.
Yes, this is quite gorgeous out here.
As you keep going, you off to the side of the river, you do see kind of as you're, getting into a rock or something. What's your passive perceptions?
14.
I think I'm
15.
13.
12. I will say, Edu, you see kind of some rustling in the bushes behind you. As
I'm gonna stop everybody.
Goat horns dip down beneath the brush.
I'm gonna stop everybody. Ever so quietly, I'm gonna just kind of whisper back to the group.
What? You're cutting out.
Oh, okay. We're being followed by something.
What?
Why don't we all keep walking, Lyle? Lyle, can you sneak off to the side and try and loop back around and catch up from behind it and see what it is?
Yeah, I see a nice blade of grass I can hide behind.
Well, okay, that sounds good. Yeah. So I'm gonna just let them know, and I'm gonna keep on walking like nothing's happening because I don't want to spook it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to try to sneak off without the thing noticing. I guess I wouldn't even
Does it
know if it
seem like it's
noticed.
following us, or does it seem like I just noticed it when it was behind us?
You have no idea. It's the first time you've seen it.
Okay.
All right.
But still, as you go, or sorry, Lyle, as you go back, roll perception check for me.
I'm not going back. I'm just stopping.
Right, or
And
sorry,
they're gonna
you
continue.
Hold that. Roll perception and a stealth check.
13 plus. 13 plus 2, 15 for perception. Natural 1
Ooh.
for stealth.
For
but
stealth?
But I have plus 11, so 12.
Okay, shit.
Failure.
You do see on the other side of the river, all of a sudden, is like that your friends keep walking on. Out of the brush, walks this like you can see a person's head poke out, but the person's head has long, elongated, furry ears and goat horns coming out the back. And as that head pops out, it looks over to look around and sees you. And it's like, oh shit, eyes wide open, and then pops back into the bush. And then just you can see it scuffle away.
Oh. Okay, I'm just sprinting towards the group now. Trying to catch up.
Okay.
I'm just yelling too. Guys! I just saw that there's a freaking human-like looking thing with these furry ears and freaking like ram horns coming out behind the ears. It was weird. He saw me and just got spooked and ran.
Do you think that we could catch him?
I don't know. It's a pretty thick forest here. We're trying to stay on the river. They seem to be interested in what we're doing. I think if it was a hostile creature, it would have immediately went to attack me. Because I was alone.
There is a lot of life in this forest. We probably run into quite a few different creatures that we might not be used to. Best not disturb.
You think we just keep going? Just keep our eyes open?
That didn't exist?
I guarantee you
know.
theirs were not the only eyes on us right now.
We just keep a light step and pay attention to what's around us. That's what we do. We are entering a very interesting land.
I'm gonna use my ice ring, I guess that's what I'll call it, and just create a machete.
Okay.
Would I know what a machete is? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, machete. Yeah. I'm just to help us chop through the brush. Should have done this a while ago, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, as you can see, and I'm gonna point like right up ahead of us, and it's just like super clear right by the river. We're fine.
Oh. Awkward.
I mean, look.
I'll just toss it behind me into the river. Don't need to just dissolves into the water.
Let's travel on, I suppose. Yes.
Yeah, so you travel up another
Let's
hour, and as you
As we're traveling, do we notice any sign of this thing like continuing to follow us?
roll perception check.
I'll look out too.
I think at this
Nat
point,
20, baby.
I got a nat 1 again, 2 times in a row.
Damn.
How's that?
A natural 21.
Yeah, all of you guys definitely would see some rustling in the bushes about 30 minutes after that whole encounter.
God damn it, you guys! This thing is following us.
Should
Yeah,
we-
I mean, we are strange creatures in its land. I mean,
Should we make it known that we can hear them? Try to, tell them try to speak to them, tell them we're friendly?
Excuse
Master
me.
Sill?
You on the other side of the river. We see you.
We're friendly!
You
We-
see the bush kind of rustle a little bit.
Come out. Show yourself.
Do you like berries? Sil, do you still have those berries? Can't you make them with the spell?
Yeah, sure, I can make berries.
Yeah, make the berries. We got some really good berries.
Nothing.
What do you have? What do we have in the bag of holding? Do we have any like? What if they like jewelry or something? Do you think? I'm gonna pull out a gold piece. I've got gold. Do you like gold?
Mr. Lyle, what are you doing exactly?
Trying to communicate with this thing that's following us.
How far do your dogs go away from you, Lyle?
Like they're in the tavern.
In the tavern?
Yeah, they're in my room.
Isn't it like a little trinket that you hold on to?
Yeah, the trinkets are in my room. I thought I activated them and just left them there.
Why?
Because they're
Somebody-
it's cool to come home to a couple little doggies
You
that
could
love
always
me.
have your doggies.
I love it. He just like makes them into actual pets with no use. They just like, go scratch the dog's head and I'm gonna hit the hay.
I figured they were useless otherwise.
I'm gonna dead sprint. I'm gonna just like, God damn it! I'm gonna start running for the bush
Eat
across
it.
the water.
You're gonna scare them.
As you start running, this thing pops up and just starts sprinting into the forest away from you.
Same
I'm
description.
gonna chase it.
Yeah, you can see it at this point.
Okay, I'm
like,
chasing
a
Edu
human
now.
torso and like goat legs, and it is getting through the forest, guys. It's pretty quick.
It's losing us quick.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty quick. I'm 35 feet. What's
that's
that?
true.
Okay.
I could say you probably would be keeping up with it. You're small enough.
Fuck! I don't have the right one. I thought I had the right move for this, but I don't.
I'm gonna yell out to them like, wait, don't split up. Don't chase stuff.
Okay, I'll slow down.
So
Meet up with Sil.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up to a stop
Hey.
as it loses us too, because I don't really have any way to stop it. And
Guys, maybe we should
And-
get back to the river.
does anybody know which way it is?
I'm just gonna be hanging with Sil, like exactly where you guys took off. Just kind of like holding my head in my hand. Just the slightest disturbance. It's like these guys have never
Shiny.
been in the forest, right, Sil?
Shine.
It's just-
As you say that, you look over at Sil, and right behind Sil, you can see that bunny.
Don't move. Don't move a muscle. And I'm gonna kind of like get around Sil and try to jump towards it. Is it that close? Like right around the other side?
No, it's like across the river again,
Oh.
like on the other bank, but it's just
Okay.
perched up like on a rock,
Sil,
sort of like looks like it's munching on something.
Sil, do you see that? You see that over there? I'll point towards the creature.
Oh, Jesse's camera froze.
Right? I don't see it.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Do you see it?
I don't think
Oh, I
so.
can,
Right?
I can
'Cause
see it
don't-
now. It's fine now. Alex, what's up? Do you have a cold sore?
What's that?
Do you have a cold sore?
No.
Cam up. Come on.
What's a perception check?
You want me to
Yeah.
roll perception?
Yes, please.
11 plus 14.
You don't see anything.
No.
I'm telling you, like there is. Never mind. I must have just had a long night of studying that.
As
Where-
Lyle
where-
comes
where are those
comes
things?
back, he spooks the bunny as it flops off. You can see it kind of almost looks like it dives into the river and disappears.
My
but
eyes are gonna go a little
Lying
bit
there,
wide
you
when I
can
watch
see on the
it.
rock another little sparkle, kind of like there's some look like something is catching the light.
On the rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell across the river to Lyle. Oh, yeah, Master Lyle, on your way back, can you grab that rock for me? Please.
What rock?
That rock down to your left side. Right by your pinky toe. 2 up from the one you're looking at. Right there.
This one?
No, 1 more up.
This one?
Oh, Christ. 2 back, 1 to your right.
Lyle, as he's saying
This
this,
one?
you can see this glinting blue gem laying down on the rock in front of you, on like a couple boulders in front of you.
This one.
You pick
That's
it
the
up,
one.
Oh.
and it's a sapphire that's worth about 5 gold.
Nice.
In my head, do I just imagine that as like
I just swallowed it.
the rabbit left, just a turd on the rock, and he turded out a sapphire?
You don't know.
And then I swallowed it.
That's exactly, it wasn't. Lyle, alright. Sil, what did I just witness here? Did they drink something else in the bar this morning that we weren't privy to?
Wait, did you actually eat the sapphire?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, shit.
I guess I just didn't want Arendelle to have it immediately.
You can retrieve it later.
I can.
I'm gonna
I don't want nothing.
shake my head at Arendelle and be like, "Did you drink anything? Because I have no idea what you're talking about."
Well, look, I'm seeing just faint glimmers of some type of energy around this forest. The only thing I've had was water and coffee this morning. I believe my mind is clear. I don't
Water.
feel inebriated in any way. I feel in control of my thoughts and actions. But I also wasn't the one to go chasing after the first thing I saw on all fours in a forest full of creatures. Or eat a sapphire!
I don't think it was on all fours. It walked like a person.
Oh, I might have missed that while I was peeing.
It walked like a person, and it was following us. There's a reason that it was following us. I don't think that it's just out of curiosity. I wonder if we're getting into the realm of the Temple of Saloon. If maybe that creature, could have been a follower of the Temple of Saloon.
Oh, you might be onto something, Master Edu. We are in a sacred space, and from everything I know about this area, it's guarded and sacred for a reason. So eyes will probably be on us the moments we step foot into this forest. And
You're
will be
telling
until
me
we depart.
I ate a sacred sapphire?
Aye, and you might be very cautious about that. Last time I heard someone eat a sacred gem, just terrible things happened to him.
Oh.
Yeah, you should be concerned, Master Lyle. Maybe not eat every shiny object.
I'm just gonna start sticking my hand down my throat, trying to make myself throw up.
Is that a Constitution saving throw?
No, you can make yourself throw up. Yeah, you can throw
Okay,
up.
because I've read this or heard this with like Critical Role, where it's like, alright, are you gonna be able to?
So yeah, do I throw up the sapphire? That's the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a pile of puke with a sapphire.
And I'll just turn around, walk away, and pointing at it. There you go, Arendelle. Take it.
You know, my interest in that is now lacking for some reason. I'm stressed why. But yeah. Thanks, Master Lyle. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything for the newcomer.
You guys continue up the river.
I love how Syl and Edu are just like, yeah. It's like, yeah. What are you gonna do?
You start to hear singing in front of you about, the river's kind of coming to a bend almost, and on the other end of the bend you can hear this light kind of laughing and singing.
Ooh, Arendelle is gonna get very curious. Does it sound like female singing and laughter?
Uh-huh.
be
Oh,
right back.
he's definitely gonna. Oh, the mystic voices of the unicorns run. Let's take a look, see, and I'm gonna try to sneak up there to where it is.
You can see on the side of the river, there's this kind of like pool that's formed off to the side, and there's like three blue-skinned women with hair that seems to be literally flowing down off the top of their head onto their shoulders. It seems to be kind of a constant stream.
Oh, the beauty of a forest is always surprising and amazing. Am I right? Still, Edu, Lyle. Lyle, you've got a little something here from the sapphire pew. Still there. I think. How close are we?
Yes, Arendelle, the beauty of nature. Yes.
You're probably like 300 feet away.
Okay, I wanna get a little closer.
I'm gonna like tell Arendelle, like, wait, it's best in this forest just to leave things alone.
Hey, but you know what they say about this type of situation we might find ourselves in. This is where the luck has been stricken. I mean, three beautiful beauties in a pool. I could use a little bit of a bath myself. Maybe they would like some company. You never know.
I'm sure three people minding their own business really want a stranger to come bathe with them.
I
I'll watch.
I
I'll
would
like.
agree. Have you seen me? Thank you. You don't need to answer. I know it's rhetorical.
I'll
And
sit this one out.
I'm gonna grab Edu. Edu, shall we go introduce ourselves?
And they're bathing right
They're just kind of hanging out.
now. Okay. All right. So they're like, it wouldn't be awkward for us to like walk up on them right
Yeah, you don't know.
now. I mean, we've got these moonstones that we got from the Archfey that were supposed to give us some sort of like sway here, yeah, let's go talk to him.
Just saying, never look a gift horse in the mouth. This seems to be something from the gods themselves.
Well,
Maybe
what
through
did
all
I
of our
miss?
trials and tribulations, we have been blessed with one lucky day of not getting our asses kicked or having to kick some either. Maybe this just could be something great. I'm gonna approach up. Aye, my ladies, oi! I'm gonna kind of make myself known.
They all turn and look at you and kind of look back at each other and giggle and jump into the river.
Oi. Aye. Yes, Edu. This is a great sign. This is a great sign.
They seem to be,
Until they ran away from us.
This, do you not see an invitation when you see one? I mean, come on. Clearly, it was an invitation to jump in the water with them.
yeah, they seem to be kind of beckoning you all in. There's this, it's like a language that's really odd. It's kind of almost like a mixture between like an elemental water and Queen and like very old, like, Fey, Elvish.
Can I do an insight check and see like how welcoming they're really being?
Sure.
Hi, kitty.
16.
16. They yeah, they seem to be very welcoming, but also like looking at each other and smiling, in kind of a playful way, which is interesting.
Erendil God, I'm so excited. I'm gonna start like taking off some of my gear and get down to just like the underwear or undergarments that I have on.
Erendil,
And I'm gonna jump in the
Arundel,
pool.
I don't know anything about these. Wait, Arundel.
Aye, no time for chatting, laddie. There are some fantastic creatures up ahead. I would like to get a closer inspection. Join this invitation, and I'm gonna jump into the water. How's the water feel when I get in there?
Feels fine.
The water is grand. Join me. Come on. And I'm gonna start swimming over to the 3 creatures.
All right, as you do, they start kind of like playfully splashing and stuff, and a few of them seem to kind of be able to like disappear underwater and pop up in another spot. And after like a minute or so, you feel one kind of grab your ankle and pull you down as they're like laughing.
Is our water walking still active?
No, it's
No, it only lasts an
long.
hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna not panic, and I'm gonna go under, kind of, and just get a better look at the creature under there.
I'm gonna start counting seconds as soon as he goes underwater. I'm starting to count the
you
seconds.
you can't really see a whole lot. It just seems to be water, but you can feel this force pulling you and pushing you from above as you go deeper and deeper. You seem to be going, like, you almost feel like you start to see this, like, the dark under of the river beneath starts to turn into this, like, glow as there's almost another surface that you're getting pulled toward.
And I can't breathe right now, right?
No, I mean, you're holding your breath.
Okay.
But you're probably, like, 30 seconds under.
Can I start to swim up to maybe go catch my breath?
Roll a strength check.
12.
All right, you do end up kind of breaking free and kind of swimming up and up and up. You get about halfway up to the surface, and you can feel that force again. Roll another strength check.
7.
Yeah, they continue to pull you.
So I was pretty close to the surface. I could see it breaking through, and then I got caught again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did we see any of that?
You
Did we see like any disturbance?
Yeah, I'm going, and Allie's been under there for like 30, 45 seconds, and
I'm diving in. I'm going in after him. Like I
Okay.
can do and jump in.
As I get pulled down the second time, though, I'm just gonna snap my fingers, and I'm gonna cast Misty Step to the surface, to the side.
okay, perfect. Yeah, you all of a sudden appear up above the water, close to the bank.
God. What
These
happened?
creatures, they can
Oh,
hold
wait.
their water for a long time.
As you two jumps in, you do roll a strength check.
Oh shit, must be you.
Strength check? Oh shit. 9.
9. Yep, they start to pull you under.
Hey, Master Still. I believe these creatures are still playful, but it does appear that they might have thought we might be able to breathe under the water a lot easier than we currently can. Do you think we could help out with that?
Yeah, I don't think they thought you could breathe underwater.
Let's not rush to any conclusions here. Maybe they just wanted deep underwater play.
I'm just gonna sigh and walk over to the water and jump. And then as I land in the water, I guess I'm gonna wild shape into a giant octopus.
Okay.
A giant octopus?
Yeah.
Is there any fighting it? Is there any like kicking? Like, can I see where they're holding me?
Yeah, you can roll another strength check.
Alright. Fuck. 9.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna shift and start going with them, I guess. I'm gonna shift and start trying to swim down, maybe, and swim with them.
All right, as you see, all of a sudden, as you feel the force of them, you can see the water kind of swirl beneath you, and you see almost a shimmer of light beneath you.
I'm going for it.
All right. you pop up on the surface of the river. Except there's this very, very extravagant river house. Kind of like all this
Oh, this
like
is cool.
moonlight marble that's kind of overhanging the river onto this dock that you can get up. There's stairs that you kind of walk up out of the water from. And you can see there's tables with all sorts of nice food, and there's wine there. And the three nymphs come up behind you, kind of giggling and pushing you up.
I'm gonna keep going with them
Okay.
at this point. Like, they obviously didn't kill me,
No.
so
Not
they're,
yet.
they're
Been
leading
on
me
the
somewhere. So I'm gonna
surface?
start going with them.
How what?
How long has it been on the surface?
On the
I guess
surface, it's only been like 30 seconds.
Okay,
They're
so I'm just
40,
chilling.
45.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'll just breath longer.
You
You know the ladies themselves. Holy shit.
giant octopus, you can see that same sort of shimmer start to close up in front of you. What do you do, Sil?
I'm gonna make a dash for it and see if I can get through it.
You end up squeezing right through, especially as an octopus. But you can see you end up the gravitational shift is odd, but you feel upwards now as was downwards, and you start heading up and pop out, and you see the same thing Edu saw. But Edu's already sitting down, getting poured wine, getting a plate in front of him as these girls are all, sort of running around, laughing, and just seeming to have a really good time, getting excited that Edu's there.
How far away are the tables from the water?
Probably be 60 feet up onto the patio. Behind it is this really, really nice marble cut like household. Looks elvish, very elvish.
As they're pouring me wine and everything, I'm gonna be trying to talk to them. Like, is this the Temple of Saloon? Can you hear me? Can you understand me?
They all look at each other and kind of giggle again and clap a little bit and laugh and just give you the wine. They're like, here, drink.
Can I be climbing the side of the wall while they're talking?
Sure.
A little octopus climb.
Oh my god.
That's so creepy and unsettling.
I'm gonna kind of like reluctantly, I guess, take a drink of the wine.
Okay, roll wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. God damn it. 3.
You don't want to leave, man. This is the best shit. It reminds you of the famous first wines you had in Waterdeep. And you're excited, you're ready to party, and you feel like you can almost understand these girls as they're like laughing and just kind of just talking and making jokes about the river and pretty much just kind of partying on the side of the river.
Can Lyle and I see anything? Like, is the water clear enough to see to the bottom?
Not from the top, no.
Okay.
It goes down quite a ways.
Well, looks like they got to party with the creatures, and we're up here. Why did I panic? That's of course they wouldn't want to be if I panicked so quickly. Christ. Now we've got Sil.
Arendelle.
Edu. Yeah.
Do you know how to catch a bear?
You see, that's a very interesting thought to have at this very moment right now. But I'm gonna humor you. You don't catch a bear. You find a bear, or a bear finds you, and you kill it. There's no catching. Why?
No. You put honey out, and you wait for the bear to find the honey.
All right.
Do you see where I'm
Here we
going with this?
Not in the slightest.
In the bear's mind, the honey is it's great. It's fantastic. They want it. I think that's what's going on with these creatures in the water.
What bear are you talking about?
We're
There are three
the bears.
beautiful fey creatures
We're
right
the
in front of
bears.
us. Well,
They're the honey.
sure. Master Lyle, you are losing me very quickly, and I don't know how that's possible, because staying on track with your mindset shouldn't take so many steps, but here I am, doing a dance with you. Now, tell me exactly, where do we get more honey, then?
We're the bears. The honey is the trap.
What trap? They're beautiful creatures. They
You're
mean us
not
no harm.
understanding. All right, Arendelle, it's fine. If you want, I mean, I'll follow you into the river. I'm not staying here alone.
I mean, you know, knowing Master Sill, I don't think they pertain in such entertainment, so maybe we should just wait for them to get back here, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna, like, stick my head underwater and try to see if I can see the bottom. I do have, wait, do I have dark vision?
Yeah, I think you do.
I do have dark vision.
That's a spell I really want to get, and I can't figure out how to roleplay, like, learning certain spells without being like, oh, I want this spell that I somehow know about.
You just gotta find
Just
them.
do that. Yeah, you just, like, look up a spell that you want and just, you know. You have to do that. You can't
Yeah.
just roleplay every little bit of, like, shit you learn in this game, because it
Yeah.
would just be insane. So sometimes if you just want a spell and you're looking at the list,
Okay.
totally.
But yeah, you see the bottom. Nothing. Not. I mean, it's just rocky.
I can't see any, like, bodies or anything down there.
God.
Well, here's the thing, Master Lyle, is, the honey and the bears, assuming we're all bears in this scenario, they're gone.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. They're not in the water
Wait.
anymore.
Syl and Edu are not in the water anymore?
They are not down there. Neither are the creatures.
I knew it.
I'm not admitting you are right, but look, here's
No,
the
it's-
thing.
I'm scared.
This
It's
is
not about
very
right or wrong.
interesting.
We need to find out where our friends are. My friends.
I would like to think they would have been our friends after we. I
Listen,
understand,
listen.
and I'm
It's
gonna put my
okay.
head down and look down a little bit, like kind of sad.
And I'll just like pat him on the side of the leg. Go, that's fine. Listen, just let's try to figure out how to get him.
I mean, they're very capable. Yeah. What's your first idea, Master Lyle? I'll follow your lead.
Well, for starters, I can't swim, so maybe we could start there.
Do we throw something in the water?
Oh. What if we tied a rope to one of us? And then you could go explore the water, and then if something happens, you know, we could pull the other one out.
I mean, I would be able to pull you out the water, no problem, but you can't swim?
I can sink.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm gonna grab some pebbles, and I'm just gonna be like, here, put these in your pockets. I'm gonna grab a rope, and I'm gonna kind of fasten it around Lyle, and then around, I think I've got... Yeah, I've got a 50-foot rope, so I'm gonna... There are rocks around this, like, area, right? Big, small, kind of like a river, or is it pretty cleared out?
You can secure it too, no problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tie it to Lyle, and then I'm gonna find one of the rocks behind me, and I'm going to kind of anchor it behind the rock and hold on to it. All right, Laya, you listen carefully here. You tug twice, I will pull up very fast.
Tug
alright?
twice.
Tug twice. Now take a deep breath. And may Sylvanas be with you.
Oh, by the way, am I gonna be able to see under there? What was your? How did you see that far down to the bottom?
Well, the further down you go, the more you'll be able to see, I believe.
Okay, just. I noticed you cast a little spell on yourself there, and.
There's no spell. I see well in dark
Oh, you
places.
just. Oh.
It's just with
Oh,
these
it wasn't a
eyes.
spell. Oh. Okay, and I'll just clonk my way over the pebbles and just like roll into the water.
Dead fish.
Yeah.
Alright, as you roll into the water, a few hours pass in the Feywild.
There's no crickets in the Feywild.
How do you know?
So it's,
I don't
you
know.
the party still is going on. Still, you're still just kind of strapped to the side of the wall. Is like y'all are just kind of eating, his partying with these
I am
ladies.
just wolfing food. Just fucking
It's
like
great. It's awesome. You're starting to get a little bit
wine
tired.
bottle above my head.
They retire into the into the like the building that's kind of behind you, and they all seem to kind of go in and pass out.
Everybody else does, and I'm just like standing there at the party with my like empty wine bottle in my hand.
Yeah, I mean they just kind of naturally move off into the, and hang out inside for a little bit and eventually go to bed.
I am not done with the party. So like this night show like finds like dying embers in the fire, and beside them Edu with like one empty bottle of wine in one hand and like a half a bottle of wine in the other hand, just
You
kind of
trying to
like
flock.
sipping off of it and enjoying the sunset and like just like basking in this place that I've found. I have completely forgotten about everything before it at this point to some extent, like it's everything else is small cookies. I'm just chilling and eating and drinking and watching the sunset.
Yeah, you just have like no reason really. You're just kind of feeling like, yeah, whatever. Like this is fine
I'm in
here.
the zone, man. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. And I'm just drinking it in. Yep.
If I see he's not an immediate threat and it's too late because he already ate and drank, can I like jump off the cliff, dive back into the water, and dive down to try to like find the area we came from?
Yeah, you do, and there's nothing there. Just the bottom of the river. It seems as they had opened up whatever portal brought you here.
How far away the house from the water?
It's pretty much like right there. Probably like, like 60, 80 feet.
Can I does it have a front door?
Not really. It's more kind of an open concept thing. It's pretty temperate here.
Can I run into the center of it? And do octopuses make noise? Can I just squirt water? Like, what do I do to communicate as a giant octopus?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely make noise. They're slimy and yeah.
Okay, I just want to slide through their front door and rear up on them while they're sleeping.
Okay.
Do I see this?
Yeah, probably. There's a giant octopus comes through the front door. Or the back door, I guess.
Kind of like shake my head a little bit and take another drink of my wine, I guess. I wouldn't know that it's wild or still, right?
Yeah. So Yeah, I don't. What do you guys want to do? I mean,
What are they doing? I'm in their house.
they're asleep.
They're all in one bed. They're in different rooms.
No,
like,
they're different kind of. There's like those resting couches. They're all just kind of passed out.
can I go over to the nearest couch and just flip it over?
Sure. With one of them on it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you flip it over, and the lady's just kind of like she gets splatted onto the ground, and they get up and start kind of like yelling, and they all wake up, antagonized by you. They're kind of pointing at the door, yelling in some language.
I'm gonna be pointing at the door and like gyrating some tentacles at them too. And then like holding one tentacle up and doing like the shame motion with another tentacle.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're holding their ground. It's their house.
Edu is fucking loving the entertainment that has presented itself to him as he is drunkenly like sitting up at night, like after everybody else has passed out. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe everybody went to sleep and they missed it.
It's like you're finally getting a break from like your fighter reality. You didn't realize you needed
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Can I, like-
for sure.
One of them eventually goes upstairs. Like one of them points to the other, and they go, "Oh yeah, go upstairs." And you can hear one talking upstairs. And
I'm
then
gonna-
he walks back down and like nods to the other one.
Can I like go towards the door, out of the door, and like motion for them to follow me and like be pointing?
Pointing where? At the river.
I wanna point at Edu and point from Edu to the spot in the river where we came from, back and forth while looking at them. Feel like
They both like nod their heads at you, like, yeah, and
I'm just gonna wiggle my tentacles frustratingly all at them. I'm gonna make myself real big and wiggle. Intimidate them.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
they all kind of like step back a little bit, discouraged, and all run up the stairs. And you hear a door slam.
Oh.
Alright, can I go out and check on Edu?
I was gonna say I'm gonna stand up with my half bottle of wine and start like kind of like stumbling my way over towards this octopus and eyeing it up and down. Hello there, octopus. What is it that's brought you in here? Would you like some wine?
I'm just gonna look at them and what's the ground around us look like?
It's nice. It's a nice marble floor.
Everything's marble? Even when we're outside the house?
Oh, well, you're not. Yeah, I mean, you're on the back patio, I assume. If you're out in the front of the house, it's just forest floor.
Okay.
It's like a trail that leads from the front door to somewhere.
So I'm just gonna, I don't know, reach out and grab Edu by the shoulders and like shake them gently.
Yes. Would you like to go for a walk? And I'm gonna like grab it by the tentacle. I've got my bottle of wine and its tentacle in one in either hand. And I'm just gonna kind of follow. Edu is going with the flow here. Like, Edu is so fucking like excited and enthralled. He's got 8 intelligence. He's so fucking into this. He's got no idea what's going on. He's like totally been taken over. So yeah, he's just going with the flow, and he's about to go for a walk with an octopus.
Okay, so about 20 minutes into your walk down this trail, well, I'd say before that, you hit, I'd say about 10 minutes in, you hit this road that's very well paved. Seems to be kind of like a cobblestone situation. It seems to head in two directions, and you can see a sign that points in two different, up each way, and has a couple of elvish words on it.
I actually can read Elvish.
Okay.
My mentor was an elf, and so I kind of, yeah, that's where I got it.
Okay, one is Iona, is kind of off to your right, and to the left says Ixtal.
Iona Ixtal.
Iona and Ixtal. I'm gonna look down at the octopus and I'm gonna be like, Octopus, which way do you think is the fastest to get to another party?
I'm gonna slip my tentacle out of his hand and then poof back down into normal, unwild shape.
Ah. Ah, Till, what the hell are you doing here?
Babysitting you once again. We gotta find the others. But I'm gonna reach
who?
up. What? Our
The
other
other who?
friends.
We've got friends right here. Did you see? You flipped the couch over on one when you were an octopus.
I don't think friends kidnap you. Don't you? In this forest, never go to a second location. Do you understand me?
No secondary locations.
No secondary locations, Edu. Say it with me.
No secondary location. I tell you. All right, bear with me here. See this from my perspective.
I'm wild shape into a bear. No, I'm kidding.
I went for a swim. I ended up here at a party. Lots of new friends. We partied for hours. And how is that kidnapping?
Do you know where you are?
Well, I'm in a forest with my friend Sil.
Do you know where we are?
In this forest.
Did you know where we were
Where the
before
forest
them?
is. There you got me. Now that I don't know, but I tell you what, I'm having a very good time, and this is very good wine, and I think that you should, there's a few sips left in the bottle. Indulge with me.
No, I think you can finish it. And I'm gonna reach up to my ear and try to talk to Lyle with the earring and be like, Lyle, where are you?
The earring?
Yeah, we all bought magical earrings that talk to each other.
We did. I think they
When?
only go like 500 feet, though.
When did we
Yeah,
do
they
that?
might not go far. What?
It was a long time ago.
That was
A long
a while
time.
back, and we've never used them.
Yeah, we never use them. I know, wild, right? The only person that doesn't have one is Arendelle. We didn't buy them for him.
Yep.
I don't even know
Yeah,
if
because
I'm
it was.
around for that.
I feel
think
like I
it
would've
was right after
remembered
you
that.
showed up.
Yeah, you were, because we were it was
But we
during.
didn't trust you yet.
It was when we snuck back into the city disguised after we had used the dragon to beat and imprison Mario.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for the next day.
Oh.
And we
Gotcha.
bought 5 or 6 of them or something like that.
Mm-hmm. We bought one for everybody, I think, except for Arendelle.
I don't think there was a limit on the feet. It was just you had to be on the
Maybe.
same plane.
Oh shit. Okay.
I thought it was like 500 feet.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
I don't know. Usually whenever we get an item, I custom make the item and I write all the rules down in this stuff. So maybe I just missed that one.
That'd be
But I thought
really
I thought they were
powerful
they use the spell messaging or whatever, and so whatever that spell does, you can do.
No, without God, no, I don't. Fuck, that would have been way more expensive. Or like a message spell thing that's like linked to all. No, I think I've got it here. It's from my magic chat.
The only reason I think it's probably 500 feet is because that's how it was in our last campaign. Waffles was we had these in the last campaign and they were 500 feet, but
Yeah, they're
it's
the same.
possible that he didn't say that in this campaign.
Oh, even if they do have the spell message only goes 120 feet.
Yeah.
There you go.
An earring, yep, a spell sends a message spell to and from another connected earring within 500 feet.
Oh, so it does even better than message.
It's earring of whisper is technically what I.
Okay.
Where,
It's from Critical Role.
yeah.
I remember those. It was the second campaign.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk into my earring and be like, "Can you hear me, Lyle?"
All that being said, you do not hear anything on either end in response, or nothing sent.
So I know that we're
Did
at
you
least
get him?
500 feet apart. That makes sense.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Let's walk 500 feet north. Try again. Then we'll walk 500 feet south. Well, I guess 1,000 feet south. Try again. You know, and just kind of circle out until we get a hold of him.
I don't think this is the kind of forest we should just wander around aimlessly in. We gotta figure out how to meet back up.
Kitty, this is ridiculous.
I tell you what. Did you pay attention to any trees when you were last with them?
Not right before we went into the pond, no.
Hmm.
I don't know what to do.
I tell you what, let's try and make our way back to the river. If it's so important we go find these two, let's get back to the river, let's get a hold of them, get them here, and then we can all keep drinking.
Sure. Wait, is the river flowing? Can we tell if we were north or south of where we were when we first entered the pool? Is there a way to tell?
You're on a trail. It's hard to tell because it's just constantly twilight.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if it was below us from where we had started, we would have possibly have seen this before. This area.
You don't recognize anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Even where you were at, the river looked a lot different in topography from where you entered.
Perhaps, I mean, we're on this road. Perhaps if we take it to the nearest city, they can find us there.
As you guys are talking, you hear a large group of horses coming down from the right-hand path. From Iona.
My instincts are going to kick back in, and I'm going to grab Syl and drop into the bushes real quick if we can, if there's time.
Okay. Yeah, you pop in and roll a stealth check for me.
We're 18.
18. Yeah, you feel pretty well hidden. As you're looking out from the
I want to
brush,
still be able to, like, see out.
you
Yeah.
see this like regiment of probably looks like around like 7 highly armored elvish men on brilliant white horses, like golden reins. As they've got like let's see, it's like gold eagle wings coming off on their pauldrons and their helmets.
Still, they look official.
And they
Should
turn
we
and
see if
they run down the path that you just came down. They seemingly towards the house that you just left.
Should we follow them?
I think so.
As this is happening, is Lyle drowning?
This all happened like as you guys are doing your thing.
Okay, because I thought you said like 20 minutes went by that they like went
Time
down the
is
path.
very, very different in the Feywild.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Like I said, 3
Alright,
hours.
I'm gonna grab Still, and we're gonna start chasing the horses back
Okay. You
towards
follow these
the
horses
river.
back. Roll stealth checks as you follow them.
Wait, as we're running back, can I like? I really don't want to be caught without anything, so can I cast Pass Without Trace on us?
Yeah.
Ooh yeah. Still, fucking love it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a +10, right? So that's gonna be a 22 for me. That probably fucking saved me. That was right on the cusp, so
28
it was
for
12.
me.
Okay. Yeah. You very deftly follow them hidden. And you see them kind of go up to the front door and knock. And one of the women opens the door and starts kind of like describing, like or saying like, "Oh, thank God you're here." And he's like, in Elvish, kind of a deep Elvish tone, it's like, "So, we've heard reports of a monster. Is there anything? It doesn't look like you're in too much of imminent danger." They kind of like talk back and forth for a while. Like, "Oh, I see. Okay, well, hope you find your friend, and sorry we couldn't be here sooner to get it before it got away. Have a wonderful night, ladies."
As they're saying this, I'm gonna be talking to Sil. I wonder if these people could give us more information on how to get back and how to rejoin Arendelle and Lyle.
Yes, let's maybe try to be walking on the path when they come back up and tell them that we got lost from our friends. See if they'll
It's a
help
good
us.
idea. Perhaps they have more food and wine. Too.
Maybe you do. Maybe.
All right, so we're gonna sneak out. I gotta switch off my headset real quick because it's dying. Give me one
No
second.
worries. Yeah. So
So
as
yeah, we're gonna try and get ahead of
Well,
them. And
we'll have Lyle and Arendelle. What are you guys doing? You're going to the
I'm
bottom of the
sinking.
river.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sing,
see,
sing.
Lyle, as you see, kind of like there's some big, like very large salmon that are kind of like passing you every once in a while.
Oh no.
But yeah, you are underwater, down at the bottom.
I've reached the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna look around, I guess. Can I see from bank to bank, like underneath?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just do like a perimeter check kind of thing, walk in a circle at the
Okay.
bottom.
How deep is
Just-
it to the very bottom there? Is
Also, wait,
Probably about like 30 feet. It's
how
pretty deep.
how long did it take me to sink?
Not that long.
going in a 30-foot pool, so probably just a few seconds.
I'm gonna say I can hold my breath for like, I don't know, another like 10 seconds. And
No, I'd give you longer than that. You could probably hold your breath for a minute if you haven't been training it.
okay, so I guess I'll try to. I'm scared because these giant fish are floating by, and I'm just like kind of frantically looking around to see if I notice anything.
Roll perception check.
As he's looking around, it's gonna dawn on Arendelle as he's holding the rope. Oh Christ! Oh man, I was not in my best mindset earlier, and I'm gonna like point down the rope towards Lyle and kind of like twist my hand around, and I'm gonna cast Shape Water,
Mm-hmm.
which I could do with an area of 30 feet that fits in a 5-foot cube, and I'm just gonna open it up.
Okay.
So I
the
guess
whole
it's-
river.
Yeah, so basically like an empty 5-foot square descends upon Lyle, and everything above him, he's now like in open air under the water.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Does that make
Noah's
sense?
Ark. Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
sorry, like
yeah,
Moses.
exactly, but kind of smaller and less intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Diving
you're just
down.
kind of walking underwater. So actually, roll an investigation check at this point. As you're kind of now.
I got
You're
a
not
9
too-
for perception.
Okay. Yeah. At first, you don't really see anything off the bat, but now that you're kind of just walking around at the bottom, you know.
God.
Do you see any signs down there, Master Lyle?
Do I have that square of air right now or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Cast it like down the road, basically.
Mhm.
7 on investigation.
7, you're not really finding much at first.
Yeah.
You know, you've probably been looking for how long does that spell last, Jesse?
Let me look real quick. It lasts for. I guess it's an action.
Just so it just happens very quickly.
Yeah, so you instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct to up to 5 feet. Does that force to cause damage? Oh, this
You're just a
change
water
lasts
bender.
for 1 hour.
Oh,
Okay.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're walking around down there. Roll another investigation check because you spend your first 20 minutes just sort of walking around, can't really find anything.
It's also a cantrip, so I could just keep recasting it on him and hold my concentration on it too, I guess, if that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got 14 on the second one.
14. You come back on a spot that you traveled before, but as you look at it this time, it seems like you accidentally kick some of the pebbles aside, and it you see this kind of circular rock at the bottom, embedded in the bottom of the river. That seems to kind of have these like elvish runes on it.
Oh, interesting.
Did you find anything down there?
There's a. It looks like.
You have an earring. You don't have to. You have to
I
yell.
don't have an earring.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
right. You
no.
guys can't really
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, I'm just yelling down the 30-foot hole of water I created. Did you
Oh,
find anything?
I see.
Still holding a rope for like.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
I'm gonna tug twice.
All right, and I'm gonna like let the water like settle back into it, and I'm just gonna pull him up through the water because it's gonna be a lot easier than trying to pull him up
Right.
normally.
Okay, so I saw a rock down there, and it had like what looked like some sort of like writing on it. It was very unnatural. I didn't recognize what kind of writing, but
Do you show me? And I'm gonna like give him like a little pen and a pad.
I guess I'll just draw a circle for the rock and then like do my best to just like butcher this entire like rune. Not my best to butcher, but I'm gonna do my best, but I'm gonna butcher it.
Or what's you're trying to roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
Remember.
My rolls are just not good. 8.
Yeah, you don't get it exactly.
Can I recognize that this is Elvish indeed?
Yeah, it's some sort of like old elvish, almost like archfey.
Interesting. I think I might need to look for myself. And let's see here. This time, hold me, and I'm gonna grab the rope, and it's still like kind of anchored around the rock, so I'm just gonna hand it to you. I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna dive into the water and try to get down to the point where I saw where he came up from, and then I'm gonna cast Shape of Water and open that area up.
Okay, yeah, you find it.
Can I read it?
I don't know, can you?
I mean, I could read Elvish.
Yeah, I mean, you get the idea. It says like you get like upper river gate is sort of the what you get out of it.
Okay. I kind of close the spell back in and swim back up. Well, they're gone forever.
Hmm?
Sorry.
They're gone forever?
Pretty damn sure.
What did it say?
And it appears they might have stumbled upon some sort of gate that shifted them to who God knows where.
We gotta figure out if there's a gate there. We gotta figure out how to use it.
Your guess is as good as mine, Master Lyle.
Uh, you're the one. But what did it say exactly?
I just said this was the Upper River Gate. I don't
The
believe
Upper
it was
River
that.
Gate. So it's a
And
gate.
I am assuming there is a lower river.
One would assume.
And if it was magical, whatever it was letting that gate let creatures pass through it is no longer there. I got a glimpse of this as I was getting dragged down, right? That bright glowing shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we
I don't-
waited? What if we waited for the nymphs to come back?
No, it's a bad possibility actually there, Lyle. This time maybe we keep things into our own hands. If they did take our friends somewhere, maybe they aren't so friendly. Maybe Master Still was right. It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Alright, this time
Maybe.
we'll have the upper hand though. We will wait.
I got a cool little picnic blanket we could set up over. Kind of create like a little hidden camouflaged hut. Hang out until we hear.
Hey, this is a great idea. Let's make ourselves scarce, but not too scarce and well hidden.
Yes.
Follow your lead on that.
So I guess we'll go like a little bit off to the side of the river to where we can like still hear like the river flowing and stuff, but like hide.
Okay. Okay, set up a little camp there. We'll go back as Edu and still sort of
I'll be
pop
right back.
out in front of this 7-man little crew that's coming back up the road. They see you. Halt! What are you doing in the high forest?
Uh, well, we were having a great time with our friends, and we seem to have lost our way. We're looking for our way back to the River Lodge. Can you help us?
River Lodge? You mean the House of the Nymphs?
That's got to be the one. Yes, yes. We had a great time with the nymphs earlier. They brought us here, and I wonder, as long as we have you, are we anywhere close to the house of the Temple of Saloon?
Oh my goodness, they... I'm sorry, they brought you here? From where?
Well, from the river.
From the river. You don't happen to mean the material plane, do you?
Well, that is where we all live. That is. Are we not on the material plane right now?
Oh, friend, did you not notice the sun does not set here? Welcome to the Feywilds. You've found yourself in quite a precarious place.
It seems that we may have. I tell you what, we seem to have left a couple of friends of ours back on the material plane. Could you help us get reunited?
Well, maybe. They might still be alive if they're... I mean, if you got this far up into the forest and somehow wormed your way over here, you probably can get you back in some manner.
I wonder if our safe travel had something to do with these, and I'm gonna pull out the 2 moonstones that I have on me for Syl and I.
Much Fey friends, are you? Well, we don't like any of that funny business in Iona, at least not from anybody other than the king. You will get safe passage with those, at least, you have some good deity who, seems to have faith in you. Yes, that definitely would do it. Okay, yes, the problem is the water nymphs aren't going to want to bring you back. When they take people, they tend to like them to stick around.
Could you perhaps convince them to take our friends and here to meet up with us instead?
Possibly, yes. But, we do not encourage material plane beings to travel here. This is quite sacred ground. Come up those stones, you'd be jailed.
I promise you, I have stones for my companion and I, as well as those we mean to bring with us. My friend Syl here is inherently, I think, on the same page as the people of this place. I don't think that we will have trouble keeping in line and following rules if you'll only allow us to stay.
One thing you will learn from the Feywild, friend, is that nobody's on the same page, as they say. But yes, you're welcome in Iona for the moment and find out how to get you back.
That is honestly what we want, is to go back. At this point, I'm a little scared now, but we also are searching for the Temple of Saloon, and would Iona be the place to find that?
It is close, yes. The last threshold of society before priestess's stronghold. Come with me, yes. I don't know how they'll accept you here. People don't generally come in from the sacred spot. Usually the other way around.
I think you'll find we're no ordinary people, my friend.
Seems not. Alright, on the horse. And it takes you about 30 minutes as you ride through the forest, up to some straight up Lord of the Rings looking, city inside the trees. As you kind of look off through the trees, you can see the mountains kind of looming above you. And you see a very, very almost bright moonlight glow coming from some sort of pillar that's sticking out over this waterfall coming off of this mountain. And behind it is this massive temple. You can see the likeness of Saloon is that pillar. Sort of there's this large statue, and she's holding essentially what looks like the moon in her hands.
I would, even not being having a low religion score and not being I would recognize Saloon, right? I mean, that's
yeah, she's been brought up quite a bit recently.
Pretty big time as far as the deities go too.
That's true. Yeah,
follow, right? Yeah. But you don't have to everybody knows who Jesus is, even. You know what I mean?
Right. Not everybody.
Okay, yeah, and we're working to change that, but
that's our mission. That's our mission.
This is why we're up here in the unicorn.
As we're pulling, and everything comes into view, and I'm gonna look at Syl. I think this might be the place we're looking for.
Now you do the crickets, Jesse.
Think he might be taking a nap. There you go. There you go.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. I've been talking. I've been talking so much.
That makes sense.
Is it? Is it the place?
I mean, that looks like a giant statue of Saloon to me. I would assume that this is the temple we've been looking for.
I'm gonna look at the statue contemplatively and just go, maybe.
All right,
How are
they
we going to
find
get
you a
back?
nice treehouse room that you guys are, you get very nice elvish linens and everything. And he puts you up for I guess whatever the night is here. Get you some rest.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
I guess that's what we're doing.
I-
So, see you in the morning for some counsel.
As we kind of like, I'm gonna like go along with it, and as we close the door, I'm gonna look at Sil, and I'm gonna be like, Sil, we have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
I guess. All right, Alex, would I say that, or am I still entranced at this point?
Oh, you're still hanging out. You have no desire really to get back to the material plane. You're
All
pretty
right,
happy.
never mind. I wouldn't say that. Never mind. I am still like totally entranced because of the food and drink. I'm all about it still. I'm like totally going along with this. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna go along for now because they said they'd get us back to our friends, but just try to be cautious. So,
You're gonna
yeah.
try-
What a fun place.
You're gonna try and get back.
Wait, didn't he say that he's taking us back to our friends in the morning?
No, he said he's gonna come back to you for counsel, just to talk. I mean, This is just a guard, so he's gonna have you talk to somebody.
It seems like they are not taking us back to our friends at this point. They are taking us into the Temple of Saloon.
Judgment Day.
These are Eldrin, There's a sovereign city-state of Iona.
So it's just a tempo of saloon. I don't know what to do. We'll just. I mean, can't run away yet. We don't really have anywhere to go.
I personally think that we can go ahead and get some sleep, and in the morning we'll meet with these whoever higher ups they are, and if you still feel the need to get back to this Arundel and Lyle that you're so fond of, then we'll ask them for help.
Yeah, I think that's my plan.
All right, so on the other side, you guys start to make up your camp and wait as the night starts to get, set on. The sun does go down here still. Even though it is twilight most of the day, it does set. And the moonlight sort of shines through, and the river honestly provides a decent amount of glowing moonlight. It seems like it almost up here definitely has a bigger glow to it.
So we're
And you definitely you're like waiting and waiting. Jesse, again, you see this rabbit off to the side of the river that you're kind of like looking out. It seems to kind of like be looking at you this time.
I'm gonna get up. Like, Master Lyle, do me a favor. I really wish I would done this one. And I'm gonna open my little journal that I have to a blank page. Write your name down. Please.
Jesse, your mic.
I'm gonna open up my little journal that I have to a blank page and give you a pen again. Master Lyle, please write your name down here. while like not breaking eye contact with this like bunny thing.
You want me to write my name down?
Yes, just do it quickly. I need to check something. As he does it, I'm gonna just grab the book, close it, and take the pen. Thank you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk off towards the rabbit.
All right, as you walk towards it, kind of like sniffles a little bit and then hops into the woods. As you walk over to the spot where it was, you do see another little sapphire. They're worth about 2 gold this time.
Okay, I'll pick it up and examine it. Do I notice anything like special about it? Like, does it seem like it's like arcane in nature, or
No, not really.
just a sapphire?
Yeah. But this time, as you pick that up, you look up and you see it deeper into the woods.
I'm gonna whisper over to Lyle, be like, hey buddy, hey. Whoops, I can't stop it. Why isn't it not stopping? That's so creepy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's a...
Jesus, what was that?
That's just how I whisper it. It's really
No, I
demonic
know.
in nature. Like, you know... You know, there's something out here in the forest. I think we should have a look. Come.
Why did I write my name down in your book?
It's unrelated. I'll tell you later. Come here.
No, you tell me now.
Look, just follow me.
No.
I'm gonna kind of like rush off into the
No.
like forest where it's at, leaving Lyle
Yep.
in the dark.
I'm alone.
Okay. You rush out, you follow that, you go back to the rabbit, and it jumps again deeper into the forest, but still you can see it. It's not disappearing this time. And you see that glimmer in the moonlight of a gem that it dropped.
Okay. I'll pick it up, I guess.
Alright, this one's worth about 5 gold.
All right.
And it seems to be kind of moving directly towards the full moon out in the distance.
How far did I just get from Lyle?
About 100 feet.
I'm gonna keep moving off into the distance towards
Okay.
it.
Can I just say, like, out of like, I don't know if I should say this. Well, I could say it because Jesse can roleplay. I wrote Kyle Poopleaf in the book.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, and you like snatched it away real quick. I don't think you read it. Right?
no.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, you walk out another 50 feet to where this rabbit was, and it does the same thing. Goes out towards deeper into the forest. Except as you pick up the gem this time, worth another 5 gold, you look out towards the moonlight, and the tree that it's standing next to, you can almost see this like large figure, almost like a large head, about 30 feet up in the tree, kind of start to poke out. And as you look up and you catch it, it like fully moves out, and it's essentially this large, like mangled, like 30-foot tall baboon that puts its teeth back and smashes its foot down on the bunny and screams at you.
I fucking hate bunnies too. Right? Am I right? And I'm gonna like try to open my book and look to the page to try to like cast sending to Lyle, and then I realize that he wrote the wrong name, so I can't talk to him, and I shut my book.
Okay, but roll wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna death note me.
No, it's I'll tell you later.
You got some weird skills.
That's 9. Wait. Okay, just a solid 19 then. I don't have any pluses to my wisdom.
Okay, yeah, you stand your ground. I guess. I mean, you're not stricken with fear. I guess. What I'm trying to say.
Who are you? Are you
It just smashes the
alive?
ground and like yells at you
Would
in your
I-
face again. It's about like 2 inches away from you. You can almost just feel the like hot breath coming off, and as it closes its mouth, it vanishes in front of you.
Did Lyle hear any of this? I'm like,
Yeah, you heard some really scary screams,
okay,
like big baboon screams out in the forest,
okay,
about 200 feet, or 150 feet away from you. No, it would be 200 feet.
okay. I'm just chilling. I'm not going
As
anywhere.
that happens, I'm gonna, as he disappears, I'm gonna flip my ring over, and I'm gonna try to communicate. Is that power worth taking? I'm gonna kind of wait for a response.
Your ring?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. You definitely, you hear like a.
I see. Understood. I'm gonna flip it back. I'm gonna like go. I'm just gonna like look around the area for anything I can like see out of the ordinary, or does it just kind of seem like that's where he was for the moment? Like that baboon creature, he just like hopped up on there. I don't see any belongings or anything, do I? Or any symbols?
No, it just like was this massive tree, but like it came out from behind.
I'm gonna walk back to Lyle.
I'm just shaking under a blanket at our little camp tent thing.
What did you write in my
Kyle
book again?
Poopleaf.
Hey, Mr. Poopleaf. I'm fine. Where are you?
You're okay?
No thanks to you. Now,
Did
when I
you-
suggest you write your name in my book on a blank page,
Why?
I would it would really behest you to write the
Why?
correct so I can talk to you.
So you can talk
Lyle,
to me.
sometimes you might need to just trust a little bit, alright?
I just
should have done this with Edu, and I should have done this with Master Sill. But I could do, if you write your name in here, I will be able to talk to you no matter where you are or what plane you exist upon.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I believe him?
Fair, yeah.
I don't know. Is that a thing I can do? I heard Jesse do it earlier.
I'll always see if I'm trying
got-
to deceive you.
I got an 11, so I guess
I'm not even trying to deceive you on this.
Yeah.
It's
So yeah,
doing
I guess
what it does.
I would just
Yeah.
totally okay. I guess if I got less than a 10, I would be like dumb.
Well, I
thinking
could roll for deception. So if I'm trying to deceive you with something,
It
and
doesn't
you wanna
matter
roll an
then.
insight- Yeah, so it's basically rollies, whoever rolls higher on that. But like, I'm not
Since
trying
you're
to
not,
deceive you. I'm
then it doesn't matter.
trying to explain to you. Look, this is
So
an
I would.
ability I have. In this book, this journal right here,
I guess I'll write my name
is
then.
everything to me.
Everything.
This page is dedicated to me being able to communicate with those around me. And as you see, it's only got a couple of names that are crossed out on it at this point. So
What happens
please,
if you cross the name out?
I won't be able to talk to you
That's it?
anywhere you be? Aye.
Okay. I guess I'll write my name in it.
Okay.
And then I'll Lyle Goodleaf. And should we test it?
And yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk away, like behind a tree, and in your head you hear, I believe this works no matter what, or no matter where you be.
What is that? This is so weird.
It's so basically it's sending as I can send a short message, like 25 words or less, to any creature I'm familiar with. You hear the message, recognize me as the sender if you know me, and then you can answer in a like manner immediately. So you can answer within with 25 words.
Oh, I can actually answer.
Yeah, you can talk back to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying this
I
in
can
character, or no? You're not, because you're
No,
not using
not.
an accent.
And so I can message across any distance, even other planes of existence. The range is unlimited.
Hell yeah.
But there is a 5% chance if they're on a different plane that it won't arrive.
That's not bad. That is
And
not
I can
bad.
use this, without casting a spell slot, because this is like an invocation that I have, which is Tombs of Leviticus.
We still gotta figure
for
out.
Levistus.
You haven't told us what your
That's-
class is still.
That's nice. I mean, I'm glad that they gave you shit like that, because
It's really hard to keep
Yeah.
your spell slots. Like, I already burned half of mine just misty
Right.
stepping out of the water.
exactly. Okay,
But,
good.
yeah.
Cool. So I guess I'll just be like, oh, this is weird.
And all I would need, and as I walk back, and all I would need to communicate with Master Still and Master Idu is their names written upon this pad. So maybe
Did you hear
God willing.
anything I said, or do I just hear what you say?
I hear what you say when you respond to me, when you
Oh.
answer. Yes.
Okay.
Now, you have to be
So-
concise with your message, though. There's not a lot of room for error.
Not all. Okay. That's good to know. Brad, were you gonna say something?
Nothing metagamey shit. Never mind. I don't want to do it. Never mind.
All right. Well, I guess it's the middle of the night. Is it?
No, it's the sun just went down a few like 2 hours ago. It's probably like 9.
May God bless you. Holy Mother
Oh,
of
Jesus
Mary.
But
Five.
at that point, you definitely notice that there's the nymphs are back.
Oh.
Start to hear the laughing again.
Oh. Arendelle, now's our chance.
I'm gonna grab my shirt like I'm buttoning it up. Oh my. Wait. Not again. We need to be sneaky with this one. And we need to take one of them hostage.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
I'm chock full of them.
How do we do it? How do we become the honey?
How do we become the honey? This is a great question of
I
the
know-
ages here.
I know nothing of the Fey Forest and what these creatures are. I just know they were acting all friendly and nice, and now our friends are gone.
Well, sometimes you might just need to take matters into your own hands. And I'm gonna take the rope that I have, and I'm gonna try to tie a little lasso up in it.
Okay.
Master Lyle, I think we need to capture one of these, but we need to be sneaky, and I believe you're the sneakiest one amongst us here. I need you to rope one of these creatures so we can pull it to shore. I will help you best I can.
I think I can hide on the bank of the river and wait until one of them kind of gets close, and then make my surprise attack and try to get the rope around them.
I need to get closer myself to help. I'll follow your lead.
Just stay low, and then
Okay.
we'll start advancing towards the edge of the river,
Okay.
towards the noise of the nymphs. 28.
14. I literally got half yours. Oh wait, actually, wait. Oh, 14. Damn. I thought I had any bonus to that.
Trying to think. All right, we're doing good? Did you say something, Alex?
No, hold on.
Okay. trying to think if I should use my ice ring to do anything, like a bait or like I don't know. Useless.
Okay, you guys get in position. Yeah, I mean they're definitely on the bank of the the river, just kind of hanging
On our side or the other side?
on your side.
Okay.
I kind of want to be like cloaked up, like the bigger rock that I like had just tethered the rope to so we could go into the water. I want to kind of get behind that because I know it's kind of like on the bank, but it's decently big enough that I feel like I would be able to kind of hide behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you're hiding back. What do you want to do?
Lyle,
I'm waiting.
there's one that's close enough.
I mean, they're getting close enough. Actually, yeah, it's within range. What do you want to
How
do?
far are they? Like 15 feet?
How many?
20 feet?
Yeah, like 10 feet away if you're behind. If Lyle got it close enough.
Oi, the one in the middle, we get that one.
And then what?
We rope it to shore like a fish out of water.
And then what?
Well, that's when the interesting thing starts. We'll find out.
Oh, fuck it. And just my adrenaline is just flowing at this point. And how many are there, by the way?
There's only 3.
There's 3. Okay, so I leap out as quick as I can towards the middle one with the rope in hand, and I'm just slamming it, trying to get the lasso around the nymph.
As he does, I'm gonna cast lightning lure at the same one.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a dexterity check, and what would lightning lure be?
I think it's a save actually. It is not lightning bolt.
Let me 17 for dex. Oh wait, no, that's 13.
You must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then taking 1d8 lightning damage if it becomes within 5 feet of you.
I'll be right back.
Spell save DC is 15.
Roll. Sorry, dex save.
Strength.
Oh. Roll a 15.
Shit. So it manages
On
to
the
brush
die.
off that. Lyle got a 17, I think.
Okay. Yeah, the lasso does go around the nymph, but as you pull it tight, you get a little resistance, and then as it pulls fully tight, it just splashes into the water and pulls through her body.
Oh, it disappeared. So around the neck, it pulled tight, and she went
Yeah.
into the water, and it just.
No, it just went it pulled taut into her net like it. You
Yeah.
can almost see it. They're made of water.
Oh.
They're made of water? Okay.
Yeah, that's what you noticed. Like when you looked down, you didn't see anybody around you, but you felt the pull as if it was like water manifest, and
Oh, fuck. Now
I
I'm just
wanna-
in the water then, struggling.
Did you jump into the water?
They were in the water.
Well, yeah, you could throw a thing from shore.
I leapt out at him.
That's not very sneaky, Lyle. And I'm gonna pull Lyle up out of the water, and I'm just gonna throw my lightning lure into the water, straight, just trying to hit the water with my lightning.
Okay, yeah. I'll say they throw down and see if the dexterity saves to see if they can get out of the way.
Oh shit.
Trying to see how conductive this water is with just a lightning lure slapped on the top of the water.
That one will fail as well. So 2 of them fail. Roll damage for 2 of them.
Okay. Well, is it just like the same, like lightning damage kind of thing? Because this is like, I'm trying to make the water like take it like electric whip, and I'm whipping the water that they're in.
Trying to do what?
Trying to like stun them, like if you know how electricity and water doesn't mix well. So.
Right. Yeah. Man, they would take damage. They're physically made of water. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
word. So do I just use the damage for lightning lure, like if they were within 5 feet of me, because that's where you get the damage from?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be 4 points of damage then.
Actually, the electricity rushes from your whip up into their bodies. Two of them, one of them gets out of the way, kind of splashes around. Two of them take 4 points of damage. And they both seem stunned. Or whatever. What does your whip do? Is it like, does it just get them?
Well, that's why this isn't like exactly. It's a lure, so I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at a creature of my choice within 15 feet of me. The target must succeed a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward you, and then take 1d8 lightning damage. But
So
what I was doing is I was whipping the water itself, like not aiming at them. Really.
Right.
Okay.
But when that electricity hits the water, it's going to do damage because it's going to rush through the water.
Definitely, and that was a goal too. Yeah.
Right.
So I see him do that. I'm gonna slap the water again.
Okay. So they're going to be trying to run away from you at this point.
I'm assuming they would after the first one, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Arendelle.
Yeah. Two of them fail.
Okay.
Get hit with another roll for damage.
Ooh, 7 points.
Two of them just fall into just they just become the river, and the other one dives down and is now in the river. As you can see, that kind of runic area start to light back up again.
Lyle, follow
Yeah.
me.
Yep. I see
Follow
it.
me. And I'm gonna dive into the water, and then
I'm just holding
as I'm,
onto
like,
your back.
jumping off into the water. I'm gonna cast Shape Water and try to open up the water so we could kind of fall a little quicker right to the floor.
Okay,
Of where
yeah.
that thing is.
You fall through and end up on the other side.
Oh yes! That's fucking awesome.
Welcome to the Feywild.
Oh shit.
Sorry, what happened?
We opened up the water and chased after that one creature that lit up the floor, and as we fell into it, and now we're on the other side in the Feywild.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
So
Holy.
quickly swim up.
Yeah, you pop out and that nymph is running up the stairs quickly up onto that marble patio.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna try to lightning lure her again.
Edu, this is not a good idea. Or Arendelle.
She's about 60 feet away at this point.
Okay, I can only do it within 15. Okay.
Yeah.
They're made of water.
I know that, but this lightning seems to do a trick here.
That's true. That's true.
Fuck it, after her. And
So
I'm gonna
this is
run after her towards the house that she's going towards.
Okay, I'm just following.
Alright, you can see all of a sudden like she runs into the house, runs up the stairs, and you hear a door slam upstairs.
I gotta kick the front. Oh, there's no front door. I'm just gonna run up.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
front
go-
door. There's no like back door. It's open concept out towards the river.
Okay.
Do we
Wanna
see
go
any
run-
octopus slime anywhere?
Yeah. The floor is a little slimy.
I'm gonna pay no mind to that, and I'm gonna rush after up the stairs to the door and try to break it down.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep yelling out
It's
to
a
Arendelle.
large oak door. It almost seems to kind of be their safe room, you know.
I'm just
Is there
yelling.
a
They're
lock on it?
frantically talking inside. Yeah, there's a lock.
I'm gonna try to wait. Can
I'm telling you to calm down. Lyle is currently yelling at you, telling you to calm down. Let me tell you something.
Look, this is a moment where she might be calling for help or something like this. We have the upper hand, and we know these minxes have done something to our friends. So, just hang on a minute. And can I, like, look down, and is there any gap through the floor? Can I see the floor on the other
underneath?
side? Hmm.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a gap.
I'm gonna I'm gonna pull a Paul Pampers.
Yeah, dude.
Lyle, be ready. And I'm gonna teleport and flip to the other side of the door and
Right, you flip
open
to the other
it.
side. She's got this crystal in her hand and is like frantically talking into it, and like looks around and goes, and then says like again frantically and throws it down, and kind of like backs into the corner. You see behind you there's the door with a lock, but it also has the big bar in front of it.
I'm gonna like quickly undo that if I can while trying to keep my eye on her.
Yeah, she's not pulling any fast ones.
Hmm.
They don't seem to be very aggressive creatures.
Alright, so did I unlock the door?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it up for Lyle.
How did you do that?
I'll tell you later. Hold on.
Oh,
You! In the corner. I'm gonna go grab the crystal.
Okay.
Where are our friends? This is gonna get us nowhere. Our friends, and I'm gonna like do the height thing for like
and
Edu and
Lyle's
stuff.
gonna go like this,
She's
like an
gonna,
octopus.
put her arms up and like shake her head like I don't know.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on her to see if she's like just actually afraid.
Can we can't understand anything she says, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Do I have a plus on insight? I think I do. Yeah, so that's a 16 then.
She just seems scared. Yeah, she just like doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Just a fey being. Fey beings are known to be mischievous, not in like an evil way, but just sort of like embracing chaos and having fun, sort of thing. It didn't seem like they maliciously took your friend. Maybe they just wanted to hang out. You know, seem to be having
I'm
fun.
a little pissed, so I'm gonna go ahead and see. Is she still like all water and stuff like that, or is she changed since she went through this area?
No, she's still like watery, you know. I mean, like as I said, like the skin is like blue. It's almost like it's very opaque in a way, but you can tell once it gives eventually to just become water.
I'm gonna
Water
like
being
whip
held.
out like the lightning lure in my hand as just kind of like a whip of lightning slowly forming like down to the ground of the floor. I'm gonna point to her, and I'm gonna point to it and kind of gauge her reaction.
To what? The crystal?
No, the lightning lure that I'm forming in my
Oh.
hand.
Yeah,
Like a
she kind of
lightning whip.
streaks a little bit and backs up even further in the corner.
I'm gonna like shake my hand and get rid of it, and then I'm gonna pick up the crystal.
Okay.
Can I see into it?
No, but it's sort of this like pinkish crystal that's glowing a little bit, has this swirling mist inside almost. Looks almost like a elongated, thinner ring pop.
Okay. Interesting.
Guys, I'm probably gonna have to call it here in a couple of minutes, just so you know. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to.
we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
Oh, it is almost 9,
Mm-hmm.
which
It's
is
fascinating.
what 11
Well,
for
actually,
you,
I
Brad,
mean,
or 12?
this is a
Li-
good
yeah.
spot to
Lyle, we need to find our friends.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I was gonna ask something. Like, would it be like stupid if I was like, "Oh, I remember about this earring now," even though if Waffles didn't say anything, I probably wouldn't have thought of it.
I mean, you would be wearing it. I imagine you know that you have it.
Okay.
And we did just talk about like sending and messaging, so it could have
Yeah.
rung a bell in your head.
Yeah, that's what my thought was. Like, as soon as we got in, I wanted to try to use it. But
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, we'll
we
start up
could
next
say
session,
we
but-
could save that for next session. Totally.
Yeah.
I love that. Remember that.
Yeah.
I love that. This is gonna
Dude,
be
this is
great. It's
fun.
gonna be us like starting in 2 separate groups, like trying to join back up and not knowing. Like we don't
It's-
know you're all in the Fae yet, and we just found
It's
out
super
we are in the
sketch.
Fae. It's gonna be great.
Super sketch.
Can't believe I actually trapped you in the Feywild.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
that-
not killing us, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had any intention. I mean, you had ways to get out. I was like, oh man, I wonder if they're gonna do this, but
I love this. This is fun. This is a nice little twist on a journey that
Yeah.
seems so straightforward.
about
It's
it.
like,
It's gonna be
actually,
great.
wait a fucking minute.
Yeah.
And now our friends are gone.
There you go.
This is the exact thing I try to avoid. No one listens to me though.
Look, there were three
I
beautiful
listened.
creatures.
It's Edo and Arendelle that are the wild cards over here. We're like the most logical, and we're the
And
smallest.
well,
trying
if I
to get
remember, if I remember correctly, you went head in. You had a chance to not go.
That's
Me?
true. That is true.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, but there's no way Lyle would get out. I mean, there's no way Edie would get out on his own. He'd just be
No, Edu
charmed
would've been
forever and,
charmed
That's
die
true.
there.
You'd
Yeah,
never see Nido again.
yeah, I knew that in my heart.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sil.
That was
All right,
great,
I gotta
dude.
go. I'll
Really
see you
good
guys
session.
next week. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Thank you
Yeah.
for fun, everybody.
Bye,
Thank
Brad.
you, Alex.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Alex. You the best.
I'm excited for next session. That's gonna be a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, man.
I'm really stoked. In the fucking
I hope
Fae,
I hope
dude.
Lyle never dies, but I want to bring in my new paladin for some reason.
I was because you
but-
just made a new character.
Yeah,
like, as soon
that's-
as you ever make
yeah.
a new character, you're like wanting to use them so quickly. But
Yeah, I'll have my time.
oh yeah,
But the Feywild has been just like theater of mind for me. Trying to enter that, create that atmosphere was really fun to do.
I like the
and-
redwoods just kind of maxed out, gave a good visual for like what it'd be like.
Also the Avatar
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah, the avatars like enchanted forests, or like I think
Yeah,
Avatar-
and see, I saw these
Just
beautiful
got
blue
closer.
creatures, and I was just trying to get some. You know, I don't see why that was a big deal.
No, I mean it's fine. I
You know,
just like everything. I just there's a little, and I wish you would have got that thing that was following you, the satyr.
oh word, yeah, I was very curious about that.
Yeah.
When I heard it was, I think I like went to go pee, but I heard it was like up on 2 feet. I was like, wait a minute, what?
On goat,
Yeah.
they had goat hooves. On
Yeah, it's a satyr.
yeah.
Also though, did I fucking saw Malar? I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tried to scare the shit out of you, and you just
Yeah,
like
I stood my ground, peed a
Yeah.
little bit, but I stood my ground, acting all tough, and I was turtle heading just
The
a bit.
aspects on that, like that's like a horror movie shit. You're walking out in the forest, and all of a sudden, this like essentially a hill giant sized baboon comes out and screams at you. It's like, fuck.
I'd like to think Arendelle was like kind of frightened, but also very excited at the possibility of its power. So it's like, it's kind of like he might have been just shaking, but not just out of nerves, just kind of out of excitement as well.
Yeah, at this point, Lyle kind of is getting familiar with you, but you still give me an unsettling feeling with, you know, all your abilities and
That's been most of my life, I'll tell you much.
things.
No, I think you're the perfect person for it to happen to, honestly, because I can just see the the fucking dark wizards just like sitting out there like, yeah, fuck you. I've dealt with worse shit before.
I'm currently talking to worse shit right
Yeah.
now. You fucking lesser deity. Get out of here. Stoked, dude. Great fucking session, man. That was really fun.
Thanks. I was
love
worried
that.
about this one. I was pretty creatively tapped. I hope it didn't show too much, but
Not, dude. Dead opposite, man. I love this idea of like stumbling upon some like fey creatures, and then I mean I played into it like a fucking sap, but like I feel like that's
which
one
made
of
sense.
Arendille's-
you
Yeah,
know?
it does, and like the whole
So
portal on the
RPS,
bottom disappearing was fucking awesome.
That was
And the fact
great.
that like
but-
Syl squeezed through as an octopus and managed to like get on the other side. Like I could picture this as like a whole like scene out of a movie.
Right.
This is dope.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
Feywild and the veil is thin here. You know, like the portals are easier to create because it's like almost It's like where the Feywild is bleeding into the material planes. What created Sky
Dude,
Forest?
this is gonna be so much fucking fun and such a mind fuck. I feel like for the next
Yeah,
session.
I mean, most of the like Feywild creatures you encounter in the material plane come from this area. You know, that's just
Right.
wandered in.
We're gonna gain a lot of knowledge as characters just going through this, as long as we survive.
Yeah, yeah. Not a lot of people come up here.
This is gonna be super fun. I'm stoked.
One
man.
day
Thank you.
one day we're gonna be in Sigil going like, what do you need to know?
Yeah, we're gonna have the shit. We're gonna have the knowledge. Cool. All right,
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna make some food.
Hell yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Night.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I did the thing.
Bye.
Are you getting off?
I could.